Kanina kulugeni sawa ya kwani mashakil vijere salambi wasulu kanina kuluhibu badu ya jamaa mashakil vijere salambi wasulu salam alaikum alaikum salam 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 alaikum alaikum salam Kantet mapitoko salam de mabinadi petia kwani na 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 Kanpelet mapitoko salam de mabinadi petia kwani na 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 Kan shoko tato mapitoko salam de mabinadi shoko ya kwani na 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 salam salam alaikum alaikum salam 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 alaikum alaikum salam. Peace is all we need in our families, in our country. Salam, salam ya onina deiro. Video looks so good. Unana, yes, it's number one. Aku
Keni sawa,
okot ma oko
keni sawa, uye.
Jeran ma jeran
Keni sawa, sabi ma sabi,
geni sawa
uye.
gebila ma gebila
Keni sawa,
bele ma bele geni sawa
uye.
salam
Salam alaikum,
alaikum salam 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 alaikum alaikum salam 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 alaikum alaikum salam 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 alaikum alaikum salam.
In heaven, this little girl came up to
How about you?
Mama bikoreta tobe alela. Mama gali jena de paika tomafi. Mama ne situ gali de umoru. Ya ukarabu jena de mamaba.
Yatana stalingan bitoru kinadesa.
Bekura bidoru kaman bidun kurush.
Kafutu
Bineresa.
Please go ahead, share it with friends and share it with friends and family. We will start soon.
Bekulukan dirasa. Ashane jena de kere aruta de shuno. Ashan woman bifeki susikata mustafa de barao.
Lakini tena tamama
Mabido bekura ya pani.
Lakini tena tamama
Mabigeni
Yama Quach, how are you?
begigawai. Kakena tamama amolo haja batani. Mama mabiwo nusu haja kulu kulu.
Oh, Kenya tamadala Oh, Kenya lazimi atibu. Help us by sharing it, please.
Ejena madarao.
Waiting for a few more to tune in.
Ana muzekir sabita izaman.
Listen to the
Dodolindu jena. Pese gilas. Dodolindu jena.
Bese kura alfogo hena
Mami habisu sangala. Itama bijugu
Kenya tatodo kana mungu batali
Kanarabia mafi.
Kenya dema biru penderesa.
Kamabi
Help us by sharing it.
jena dema
We will start soon.
Kanawodilo aki.
Kenya dema biru barasulo Dodol karabu Kenya dema Oh, Kenya tamadala Oh, Kenya lazimi atibu. Oh, Kenya tamadala
Kanina maderi suya alikwasi. Kanuno raba.
Bitala hajatani
Kanina maalimu ya alikwasi. Kanuno raba.
Bitala hajatani
Kanina maderi suya alikwasi. Kanuno raba.
Bitala hajatani
Kanina maalimu ya alikwasi. Kanuno raba.
Bitala hajatani Kusara dele ite mama Oh, kusara dele ite baba Oh, kusara dele ite mama Oh, kusara dele ite baba Oh, Kenya tamadala
Ejena madalo.
Kenya lazimi atibu. Okay, we will start soon after this song. Go ahead and try to invite friends. We will start soon.
The chicken sandwich war?
We will start soon. Go ahead, invite. Help us by sharing it. We will start up to this song. We are going to start after this song. I hope you're ready. All right. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing great. By the grace of Almighty God, it's the 20th of uh, April. See, the month's almost over, and time goes fast. We will go ahead and start, but before I start, please, if you don't mind, can you help us by sharing it? Sharing it, please. Share it on your wall. I would really appreciate if you do that. Share it. That will be awesome. Help us by sharing it. We have a work to do. Uh, but before, go ahead and share it before we start. And please help us continue by sending likes. Keep sending likes and also try to invite people. Before I start and try to thank each and everyone that came here, please tell me whether you can hear me clearly. Is my voice clear? I want to make sure you guys can hear me before I go ahead. Tell me, please, if my voice is clear. I would really appreciate if you can say yes, we can hear you before I welcome people that are already here. If you can hear me, write something down below. You know, we have 10 people so far, and in a short time. Oh, Rose, thank you. The volume is good. Thank you. I appreciate Rose K. Thank you for the confirmations. Please help us by sending likes. Likes, heart. I will really appreciate that. Let me acknowledge and appreciate people that are here now. We have Ashu. We have Sister Ashu Achom. Good to see you, and thank you for joining. Thank you for being there. We have Ayan Majak, Makwach, Ayan Makwach, Ayan, Ayan Makwach. Good to see you, and thank you for being there. We have Rose Key, Rose Key. How are you? All the way from Australia. Ayan, where you watching us from? Uh, we have some people here that are watching us from. I know some people, the locations. Thank you, as you're watching from South Dakota. Ayan Makwach, I don't know where you're watching us from. We have Sister Rose Key watching us from uh, Australia. The word doesn't want to come out. Nyana Skute, what's up? Watching us from South Dakota. South Dakota, now we have two people from South Dakota so far. We have Sadreka. What's up? What's up? What's up? Amin. Hello and hello to you, my brother. Thank you. Watching us from Sydney. Sydney, let us Sydney Manowar. Thank you for watching from Sydney. Thank you. Thank you. We have Yangi Goma. How are you? Where are you watching us from, Yangi? You always come, but I don't know where you're watching us from, so that we can acknowledge people that are here and people that always participate. Sidrakas watching us from Sydney. Sister Rose watching us from Brisbane, Australia. So Nasta Australia Munawalina Lela. It's an awesome to see all of you guys. I'm so honored to be with you in the new episode, as we have a weekly episode, and we always like you your contribution means a lot. Yangi watching us from Toronto, Canada. Thank you, thank you. KG Natombe, where are you watching us from? Hello, KG. Where are you watching us from? I know you always come. This is brother say hello, guy. The sister Rose say the volume is clear. Thank you for confirmations. Sadraka say that he's watching us from Sydney, Australia. Thank you for watching from Sydney. And also Sister Rose watching us from Brisbane, Australia. And then we have KG. KG said hello. Where you watching us from? She said she's watching us from Regina, Canada. We're not Canadian today. We have also Yangi Guma watching us from Toronto. Toronto, where yeah. Toronto, where yeah. Also, we have Sister Kejina Tombe. Nyana Tombe, where yeah, watching us from Regina, Canada. That's an awesome to see you. Anybody that did I forget anybody? Let me see here. Uh, and people are start coming. Please continue help us by sending likes, sending heart. I would really appreciate if you continue sending heart and also sending like. That would be awesome. So that we can have a strong network And also, if you don't mind, subscribe us also on YouTube. We also live on YouTube. So really means a lot if you can also subscribe us on YouTube and send likes on YouTube. That would be great. If you continue every once in a while, just send us thumb up. Send us a thumb up. I will appreciate that. A heart. I will also appreciate that indeed. We will continue with 15 people that we have now. So we'll wait for more to come later on. Some of them at work, but they will come and join us shortly as usual. But thank you for Gulup. I've seen Gulup shining. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. The topic of tonight is we oh, I forgot Nyajan Duan Koda. What's up, Nyajeni Duan Koda? What's up, Nyajeni? Where you watching us from? So we can acknowledge you, and we appreciate your time and efforts. Please, if you don't mind, tell us where you're watching us from. We really appreciate that. We have a couple Canadians today. Canadians are on fire, and also Australian, they are on fire. Listen, much from the US. Where are the US people, guys? Where are you guys hiding? Come up, come up, come up, uh, uh, come up, guys. Sydney's time, of course. Yangi, of course, Sydney's time. The only thing that we're good at it is to go to work on time because focusing chuma. So because we go to work on time because we know there's benefit, but anything else we don't appreciate our time. And this is the thing here: time is money. Let's try to respect our time because time is money, and that's why sometimes people they come late, and when they come late, they want to participate. Yeah, Jamana. Chelsea Badal watching us from Juba. Wah, wah, jin, yamo. Wah. Chelsea, she said she's watching us from Juba. How is Juba, by the way? I hope Juba is fantastic. But I really thank you for watching from there. And I thank God because you have a very strong network in South Sudan now. So that's a really good sign. So let's go back to our topic. Anybody that will come later will join us. So before I drop the link, I want to talk a little bit about a woman. If we give a chance to a woman to become a president of South Sudan, can a woman unite our people? All the 64 tribes. If you say we're going to give a chance to a woman to be a president, can a woman do a good job bringing people together? I'm sure that a mother will always care about your children, regardless of where they're from, regardless of what tribe they're from. A mother will not allow to see any children or any other woman's child to die. So, which means automatically the gun will be silent because if we give a chance to a mother or to a woman to become a president of South Sudan, what can they do? Women have a heart. Women, they care, and they will say they will walk against the violence. Women will stop the killing of our nations, people that die in our country. A woman will do her best to even unite the 64 tribes that are in South Sudan. Women will also apply equal rights to every individual. Women will try together, just like a mother. She will bring everybody together. So this is the topic of tonight. Therefore, we'll drop the link without wasting time. And please come up, tell us if you're a mom, if you're a woman, if they've given you a chance to be a president of South Sudan, what would you do different to unite our people? What will be your first priority as a president if they give you a chance to rule our country? What are the things that you will do different? Of course, people doubt women when it comes to leadership, but we have seen uh, in the U.S. women they're the second, they are the top of people that are in charge, the governments. Uh, so there's nothing impossible for a woman to be a president. Instead of saying that women will have 35%, I think, to me, if you give 50% to a woman and 50% to men and try to see what can they contribute to the country, what can they do different in order for us to live in peace and to enjoy the peace. I'm not a politician, but this thing really have touched my heart. That if we give a chance to a mom, to a mother, I'm sure a lot of things will change in terms of disciplining, in terms of killings, in terms of unity. But we cannot talk a lot about the ideas or the visions, what they want to do, until they come and tell us what can they do different. And through our dialogue, through the media, through this platform, I'm sure we can learn a lot. We can learn a lot and we can observe ideas from a woman. We can learn a lot from a woman, and women especially when it comes to education. Women are very educated. We are not in back in 70s, we're not back in 80s. Rather, we are in 21st century, which means that the women's now we value them. We value women as to when it comes to decision making. And when it comes to decision making, they always are carefully and they think about what they're going to say before doing it. And this is what's different from men. Men always rush when it comes to decisions. Men always do not take time when it comes to decision. They rush and then they regret later on. But women, they always think before saying what they want to say. They have the spirit of listening. They are good on listening, and also they're good on making the right decision on the right time. So, what if we give a chance to a woman to be a president? Can we live in peace as South Sudanese? Can we really enjoy peaceful land? To me, I think a woman can do a good job if we give them a chance. But before we give chance to women, of course, women can come up and tell us if I'm giving you a chance, or if we all agrees to give a woman a chance, what are your priority? What are the things that you will do as a mom, as a woman? 100%, I can assure you that the woman will stop killing. A woman will not accept our people to die. That's 100%. I know that for sure because they have children and they know that what if they're putting the kids in that category? Are they going to allow the children to die? The answer is no. So, in terms of killing, in terms of fighting, I'm sure a woman can do a good job of bringing peace among our people. But when it comes to a leadership, making decisions, when it comes to ruling the country, are they really capable? Are they really good? and how can they really unite our people if we give a chance to a woman? And that's what I mentioned earlier. What are the priority? What are the things they will focus on? And that's why we have this topic tonight. Uh, you see, through our platform, through our dialogue on social media, guess what? People will observe, people will learn through this platform. And people will notice that, hey, there's so many women that are capable to run the country. There's so many women that are gifted. They can make change to our nations. But can we give them chance? Of course. And that's why we want them to come and speak up. We want them to come and tell us, you know, why we're not giving them chance. Why we cannot give them 50% when it comes to decision making. If you look at the government officials in our country, you will see 70%, 80% are men, only 10%, 20% are women, right? So, and when you look at the top positions, some of them are gifted, they give it to women, like the Ministry of, okay, we have a brother. Let me try to bring this young man. I salute you, Yai.
Hey,
What?
guy, greetings.
Good to see you. Good evening, man.
Likewise, brother. Yeah, good
How's
evening, man.
everything, man? How's the children? How's our kids?
Oh, we are doing well.
Thank
Everybody.
God, thank God, thank God, man, thank God. Today we have a important topic about. Do you think if we give chance to a woman, do you think we will live in peace? Do you think a woman can bring peace and unite our people together?
I would just automatically say, why not? Actually, they bring us to this world. They can easily make decisions too. You know,
Hmm.
yeah. But uh, I was with you the whole time, and I can elaborate.
Hmm.
More. Uh, Actually, our society, even though it don't allow you know our women to do many things,
Hmm.
uh, and that I don't know. Actually, that came from different cultures. You
Hmm.
know, if you were to check out the real African culture,
Hmm.
you would find out that actually women uh, got a big role to play, or had a big role to play, and that is why Africa actually is known for very
Hmm.
good things. It's because of the women's actually. Uh, but now after different cultures came to
Hmm.
existence, or somewhere had to been made up. You know what I mean? Because they say just like slang.
Hmm.
Slang. Ranogda.
Yes.
Ranog occurs. Once you have a couple of friends. Or why Menakum, decided to just say, hey, I said this, and then, so it gets stuck, and then it becomes Rondo. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
if you follow me. But
Yes.
women has always been a great force, and we shouldn't ask ourselves, like, Lay, how did that, these are questions that come on later.
Hmm.
Or came on after other people interfered in places that women were known as head of states and stuff like that. So the topic is great, actually. The topic is very great, and uh,
I think yeah, we can do much as men, but at the same time, and that's why we need women to come and speak up. Uh,
yeah,
uh,
Yeah,
And because we can talk, but we're not
I,
women, we can just
I
picture
missed a
it.
couple of your show because I've been busy. Like I saw a couple shows pass by, and it's not
Yeah.
because of last time when I was, kind of, I mean, doing what shouldn't have been on TV like that.
No, it's
But
okay. It's okay, brother. Don't worry. It was just something small, you know? Yeah.
uh, yeah,
Sometimes we don't even feel it. Yeah, it's all right. It's all good,
this
brother.
woman, she can come on and but without women, at the end of the day, there's no nothing. That is, I can just say that. Yeah.
If you look, في وزارة خارجية, and if we look at we don't have a lot of women that are ambassadors in South Sudan. Most of the jobs is being taken by men, even though we claim that the women now are taking 35%. Within the 35%, that where are the position now? You know, women can do a lot, and thank God now we have Mama Rebecca Nyandeng. She's the vice president. That's a plus. Wazara Kharija, we have a woman. Wazir Difa, we have women. So there's so many things that are happening now, but we want them to come up. Let's give them chance. To me, if we say that let's give them 50-50, look at America. Uh, Kamala Harris, now she's a vice president. You know, يعني
True.
حاجات زي ده women can do a lot if we give them a chance. You know, go ahead.
True. لا انت سؤالك سؤال حقك محدد وفعلا it has an answer, a very
Mm,
fast answer as well.
mm,
uh yes, women can actually اسي الليله اقول اقلب بس ربنا كده يقلبه ويعمل يخت لنا مره كويس كده
mm, mm,
you know that ومره جاي من عبر التاريخ، ممكن اقول لك كده you know ونزل في الجنوب،
mm,
يقول لا الجنوب ده هو كان واحد بطريقه زي ده ويعمل. لكن انا ما زي ما كنت بقول لك قبل، في حاجات تاني جداد جينا شيلناهم
mm.
من قوانين اللي هو جا بقانا women ده اننا ممكن 25 35%. ده ما
أي.
كان كده الwomen الوقت الزمان لو كان في حاجه زي ده
Mm,
حاصل عندنا في البلد، المرة طوالي ولقى نفسه like there is somebody uh, مش لقى نفسه ذاته، في ناس مش له ذاته يقولوا لا اتكة كبيرة بتاعت البلد اللي أي جنة المشى اللي لقيتيه في الشارع جبتيه شنو كده كده مرة العمل صح you know بيجي برجعوا طوالي وبقوا مرة اللي ممكن يودي بلد قدام.
أي.
لكن لكن الايام كله مشى، ولا اللي بيقولوا عليه ولا الزمن كله مشى، هسه كل
Mm,
شيء شغال بحاجات جديد.
yes.
نسوين حقنا الجداد زادوا هم برضوا بالكلام ده بانه يا لا هو 35% ده هو زاد ده والله تو احسن شيء عملته ده they will tell you automatically. ما يقولوا لا يا اخي انا كمرة عملنا وعملنا وعملنا وعملنا.
Mm,
هسه nyandeng garang di mabior.
mm.
انا في حاجه وهو مزايل كمان، ما انا براي كويس، لكن
أي.
مزايل عندي امامي اللي كانوا هم لوز بوي بيسموا بلوز بوي
أي.
او لوز بويز اوف سودان.
Mm,
كيف غايته قاعدت في اسمه شنو channels بتاع one of these channels international channels actually in Kenya، ومشي يتكلم لما حكاوي بتاعه she didn't speak like a mother actually. She spoke like somebody that was just وده وانا بقول لك ده حاجات جديد اللي هو شنو العالم الجديد جا عمله. لو مرة فعلا كانت هناي بيقول انا الجماعة دي كلهم انا لميته وراي عشان شنو اعرفهم دي ليالي وبعدين هيجي ينقذوا بلدي.
أيوه.
كم
Mm,
هنا ده ياهو شنو كلام بتاع دكتور جون جارانج دي مابيور.
mm,
اوكي،
mm, mm.
فهو ما كان في انتفاق هناك خالص في كلام حقه اللي مشى حكاه اخيرا.
mm,
فانينا امهاتنا يعني هو كويس ان شاء الله، بس يعني يكون في امراه هنا يجي يخش ويحكي لانه انتوا كنساوين كامهات حقنا
mm.
اول باول. دي الامهات،
Aye.
الامهات يا ولدونا يا لو معهم اننا الجنوب ده ما كان بيجي، لانه
صح.
انت لازم تولدني عشان انا ممكن نكبر بعدين نشيل لي السلاح ونمشي ندافع عن بلد حقي. المهم انا كلام حقي ما بطوله، لكن لو في نساوين
في
هنا خليهم يخشوا.
في question هنا. I want you to respond to this question. This
اوكي.
one is from our sister Nyagum Jangal, according
according
to the Bible,
to women
women are the helper to men. They are not head of the family, therefore, they should not be elected as a president.
that's
What is your
according to
take
the
this?
Bible. But women existed way before the Bible, because the Bible was written what, how
2,000
long?
years ago.
That is a question, with question
Mm,
marks. So
mm.
that question should be asked back to her, and hopefully she can reply to that. But women existed way before the Bible. Okay, and that is just a question. But
So it
um,
means you
guy,
disagree with her. A woman supposed to give a chance. We supposed to give chance to a woman. I think there's one of the countries, I don't know, Gambia, President Bitaw Kanu
are
Mara.
men. They are head of the family. Therefore, they should be not. They should. They should be not be elected as presidents.
Mm.
So المهم هي ذات البيت اللي قاعد بيكتب ده اللي اسمها something ngom jing.
Yeah, Bom Jing.
ngom jing ngom jing ده طبعا انا كزول بعرف تنوير غير ري تنوير
Oh,
تمنا
Tunab.
you know ngom jing. uh, that's how I know you actually went south, even on that question. And guy,
Yes.
pick them and choose the questions, because this one within itself, it don't have an answer anyway. It goes south from what we were talking about.
Mm, mm, mm,
Yeah, but if we're to go to Tariq, it's known. Queen Victoria, Lake Victoria,
mm.
all this. I mean, there nobody can deny that. Some of these
Yep.
people that are writing, they are
Now
probably
we
even
have Queen Elizabeth from England.
لا لا.
She's a
Yeah,
woman, and she's أصلا هي our the race the UK. Huh? We have in Ethiopia the president is a woman.
true, 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 true. I'm not even. I could probably talk about Cleopatra. It says Cleopatra. Victoria, and then Queen Hagana, like
Mm,
the got in documentaries written. Even Victoria is not thank you for actually uh, uh, you know not making me actually lose what I meant to say.
mm.
الكوين الحقيقي بتاع ليك
صح.
فيكتوريا ده there was those regions had queens. You know what I'm saying? So المهم اللي انا قاعد اقوله في حاجات هنا قاعد نفتش شويه. you know
Mm,
وما نمشي بعيد. انا بالذات ما نمشي معاك بعيد لانه the woman can do it, and she has always been doing it, and believe me, bring a right woman, and she can explain why.
exactly.
Yeah.
Chelsea said she's gonna come.
سماع انا شايفه قاعد
كان قاعد يقطع صوت كده قاعد يقطع. Chelsea is gonna come, and then anybody want to talk on behalf of women, I drop the link there, and please come and help us and tell us. There's some people that disagree with what we are talking about, but come up and tell us why you disagree. Mom said that according to the Bible, women are the helpers to a man. They are not head of the household. Therefore, they should be not to be elected as a president. You see, I disagree with you, my sister Mom. Yeah, Chelsea is coming. Yes, yes. I disagree with you. The president of Ethiopia, as we're speaking, is a female. And we also have another one, African country. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Gambia. You know, the president is a woman. So why Lema Galeno, a woman cannot lead or cannot be ruling or in charge of the country. Now we have Kamala Harris, and she's African American. Now she's a vice president of the United States. If something happened to Joe Biden, I mean, if something happened to him, automatically Kamala Harris will be the president of the United States. And look at America is the power is the one is the most powerful country in the world, right? But we are allowing female now to be on top of position for country. So women, they are tough, and when it comes to decisions, they are very tough, and they always have a wise decisions. It does not mean that a man has to do everything. No, you know, man, has to do everything. No, women, they have power to come and lead, even to become a president of our nations. If we give them a chance to be a president, I'm sure a woman can do difference or can do a lot. A woman can do a lot. Uh, uh, she said, it's not my handwriting. It just disagree with God's Bible, not me. Sister Ngum, I studied theology. I have a degree in theology. So when God say a woman will be a helper, God did not say that a woman cannot be a president. Can you tell me where in the Bible that God say, you know what, you as woman, your limit is to be a helper, but there's no way that you're going to be a president? Where is that in the Bible say that? Because I know from Genesis all the way to Revelations, I don't see anything say that a woman cannot be a president. And when you look at the definition, what's the definitions of somebody to be a president? Now you're talking, the women are not eligible to be a president, right? Or they cannot rule, or they cannot be a president. Look at the UK. UK have a queen, right? Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth is what, 92 or 87 years old? And she's now ruling the Australia, who command Canada and the UK. Who's leading that? Who's leading those countries? And they have a powerful man that knows the words. Look at the Dawla Ethiopia. The president is a woman. Why? Do you think there's no men الهناك اللي بيقول انه ما مسموح لرجال انه يكونوا presidents? ما مسموح للرجال يكونوا president ولا بس only for men. So my sister, she said, women's rights was mistake. Timothy 2 verse 12 says that do not promote a woman to teach or to exercise authority over men. Rather, she remain to be quiet. The dictatorial when you say a woman mind to authority. What did authority mean? What do they mean by authority? Authority on their own houses. Your own house, then you allow a woman to be under you. But when it comes to nation, a woman has a right to even compete and be even top. Do you think America they're not smart when they elect Kamala Harris to be the vice president? Now let's talk logic, Jama. Let's talk logic. We have they said also too we have Bahamas and also Jamaica. You know, so who are those? Who the Bungadam elite? Look at Rwanda now, for instance. The president died, right? Oh, now Jabomara president. I mean, she's a president now in Rwanda. Who's leading Rwanda? It's a female, right? Are they not believers? Do you think they don't know the word of God? They know, right? You know, and for someone to be a president, it's a gift from God. God grants you. Not everyone eligible to be a president. Not everyone. You can be a minister, you can be a governor, you can be anything you want. But to be a president or vice president, those are the gift. It has to be granted by God. Do you think God make mistakes? President bita Rwanda become a woman. A woman become a president. Was it a mistake? God is not watching what's going on. That's only that. Look at UK, for instance. Look at Gambia and look at Ethiopia. The dual ما قبل كده ما كده they never been colonized. ما قبل كده ما عملوا ما كده. How is the word? ما استعمروهم. And now look at them. They're well educated, but they're allowing female to be their president. So when it comes, let's talk logic. If you disagree with us, please come and come and educate us. Tell us why. Why women can why race? Why? Why is that? Jamal. So when a revolution for South Sudan, then the woman can be a president. Okay, now look at Mama Rebecca Nyande. She's a female, right? And she's a vice president. What is that? It's not a gift. A woman's supposed to be proud. An African woman's supposed to be proud. A Sudanese woman's supposed to be proud. We do not just limit tomorrow you guys cannot rule us or you guys cannot eligible for top position. No. Women now they are in top position. Wazara Kharajia run by a woman. Wazara Difa run by women. Minister of Health run by women. Female, I mean. We also have 3 or 4 or 5 positions that are run by women. Why is that? Makani Gulu no, a woman can just be the vice You know, my dome grant me to be a minister or something. خليهم يكونوا بس مدير ولا حاجة زي كده. But why are they getting top position now? To me, even as Lohani Auzati from Health Race, I will grant all females in South Sudan يكون 50%. 50%. ومن 50% راجل ومرأة. That's what I would do. Because women, they are smart. Women, they're always wise when it comes to decision. They always think carefully. Men, we rush. We don't have a heart. You know, they don't care how many people die. But a woman will always think, what if one of my child involved in that war? It means you're losing a child. It means you're losing a child, right? So a woman will not allow any people will die. If you elected a woman to be a president of our country, I guarantee you that woman will not allow any people will go back to war. Because that woman suffered for 9 months carrying that child. And then now, Iji Mutkida, Awanta, I don't think so. Well, something wrong with Wom Jiang. I promote no woman to teach or have authority over men. She is to keep silent. I do not allow them to teach or to have authority over men. They must keep quiet. NIV Bible said that. Do not promote a woman to teach or to have authority over men. She must be silenced by what you have been cooking in Western world will not there. And also she said, even Jesus Christ had not female disciples. There is no female as an angel. My sister, I think we need to open our mind. We need to be educated. We are not we are in 21st century, which means anything a woman can do. Anything a woman can do now. A woman can even be tayar all the way from here to overseas, from all the way from here to Africa, and you will be sleeping peacefully, knowing that you will reach there safely. Huh? Fly is a woman. We see Ethiopia, Galino, the first country in the world, I'll be allowed خمسة نسوان no خمسة نسوان يعني الطيارة بكون operated by female only, من captain all the way flight attendant, all females operating the Airbus 777 Boeing, huh? Without any manner system. This is knowledge. This is too much, brother.
Man.
Huh? Yeah, and even girl, the Bible even say that a woman cannot be, women have to be quiet. Women mind to hack to teach or to rules or to just, she have to be silent. This is too much, my brother.
Oh my
Welcome,
God.
brother Kukuji.
Hey, welcome.
Yes.
First of all, let me greet you and greet your viewers. And this topic, I believe I have a strong interest to talk about it because I have been advocating for it for quite some times.
Welcome, brother.
And before I get into it, let me say, Black Lives Matter. Yeah, congratulations to justice being justice being served. This is a historical day in human history. As let me quote it, George Floyd's daughter, that my dad has changed the world. And it is true, because we are marking this history, and I am very lucky because I witnessed so many things. I witnessed September 11. I witnessed the first Black president in the United States of America. I witnessed the first vice president, Black woman. And there is so many things happen within between. And I pray that as a Catholic, I look forward to see the first Pope, Black Pope, you know. And God will grant it that, because we are just around the corner. Since the American accepted to bring a Black president, I think the Catholic Church around the corner here will bring a Black Pope. We are not far away. And this is my opening. The struggle must continue. And who can believe that an American police officer, white police officer, to kill a Black man and to be found guilty. Man, that is impressive. So this is a history. And on this eve, you have a live show. We have to commemorate, and we have to take notes of it, as lawyer Benjamin Crump said. We have to take a moment in this history and to stop, okay, and to register it. It is happening, okay. Yes, this is not the topic for our discussion, but this is part of us. We have kids in this America. We have boys. They drive around. They are scared. Even you, myself, when you drive around and you see that blue light, it is not something friendly. So you worry about it. But this one taught us a history. Shanino Tabga Takian, through this mahkama, we learn a lot about our right and how to conduct yourself with the police, including recording them, you know. And this is something a lot of us, we are not aware of it. Thanks to the technology, you know. Our brothers, 50 years ago, they die in the dark. بيخنقوهم بيربطوهم بيعذبوهم مش عارف ايه, لكن it is time completely different. So I don't want to take your whole night. Brother Yai is in the house. And if you want me to give my perspective with regard to the topic, I will jump into it right away. Or if you want to welcome Brother Yai, so we'll give him a chance so that you be up to Kamanian. So I will yell it back to you.
You know, Brother Kukujo, I'm glad you're with us today. I'm so sorry, Guy. Actually, what had happened, it was from me. Ana my phone was actually dying. You know, like I didn't charge it, you know, and I didn't pay attention to that. And that is my apology. Because,
it's okay.
هنا كنا في كلام فعلا ماشيين لقدام ونحكي عن المرأة. You know,
افتكرناك مشيت جوا يا كهرباء قطع من عندك.
والله تعرف يا كركوجو انا لا هو كهرباء جوا داسي الحمد لله غاتوا هم الناس مشوا بشده وقالوا لا ده ما بيحصل لانه انا قادرين ولا يمكن you know حتى هم ذاته يعني انا يعني كيف تعيشوا كيف بجنريترات وشنو يشوفوكم كيف في العالم. ده حاجه ثانيه فعلا. ومعلش انا الكهرباء فعلا قطع لانه انا كنت برا البيت قبلك وجيت ياهو فعلا شرجت شويه لكن ما للدرجه. المهم جا قطع معلش يعني.
It's okay. So good, brother. So good. Brother Kukujo كان جاي معنا من قبل لكن connection قطع. Now he's back again. You know.
نعم
Yeah,
نعم نعم.
yeah.
أنا قاعد ما
Mm,
عندي كتير يا جاي. أنت دايما your topics are far away from politics, and I love
mm,
that. That's why
mm,
حتى لو أنا يعني it was a moment I would not kind of dwell on that.
mm,
That somehow something went on, and I apologize again. But you always bring up some great topics, and I love it. I will always be with you on these show. You
Thank you,
know,
brother.
yeah,
Mm,
when you come up with topics that actually are these are questions that a lot of our people ask. And so I love this topic of today. A topic
mm,
بتاع الليلة بأنه المرأة جاي علينا كأفارقة كلنا ذاته ككل حاجة اسمها أفريقيا ده كله. علينا الناس الوحيدين اللي يمكن شفتها نشوف يعني أو نرد لأمنا بطريقة ما يهو.
mm,
لو سألنا
mm,
سؤال ذاته دائما
mm.
بنجاوب له بطريقة صح. وفي داك أمنا حتى لو برضو عرفنا يعني علينا عياله ديل somehow زعلان مننا للدرجة she will not do as like لو زول تاني عمله كراجل يعني.
صح
You know what I'm
صح.
saying؟ حتى
Mm,
لو فيه جلد ما بيجي لنا جلد أكعب من جلد بتاع زول ولا حاجة زي كده. You know what I'm saying? So your topic is great, and I love it very much, and we should just stick to this topic. Politics, will drag us, and I know it will always hop on. Because أنا كلنا في الخارج. أنا في أمريكا، كركوجو في كندا،
mm.
أنا مراكز جزائر في أمريكا. You know what I'm saying?
صح صح.
So
Okay.
we'll slip somehow بيجينا politics.
Aye.
لكن حاجات ده كله as long as هو برضو like electricity حاجة بيهمنا.
Mm,
we can go there. Something like that we can go there. But حاجات حساسة ممكن ما يعني don't allow that as well.
صح.
ده حاجة تاني كبرادة يا هو أنا بس نصيحة يعني.
That's right.
But everything else you bring, I love it, man. And
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you,
so
brother.
yeah.
Thank you. Now I will set the timer to 5 minutes. I will go to Brother Kurkuyu. Our sister Ngom Jing said that uh, uh, you can tell that complaint to God to change the verses in the Bible that prohibit women to have authority over men. You have no right to change the word of God by yourself. Welcome, my brother, Kukuyu.
Thank you. Let me say to this, whoever, Jing, go back to the Stone Age, please, because the time that the Bible was written, okay? Can you imagine in God's idea that we will be on Facebook visually using this magic thing to communicate and to talk and to write and to read virtually from around the globe?
Yes.
No. Okay? Time was completely different. Go and lock yourself in this cocoon, Jabal Bita, whatever, go and lock yourself into it and live there. Okay? Don't come to the civilization,
Yes.
because women contributed hugely to improve and to enhance human race life. Okay? And we have seen it through the history.
Yes.
Women, even in God concept, women, I call them incubators. Okay, women, they do magic. Okay, you give anything to woman, she will bless it, she will multiply it, and this
Yes.
is a God plan. Okay, think about you are a man or a woman. How much part your father have contributed to make a baby? Literally nothing. Okay, it is something, if not because of the magic and technology called microscope, they will never tell how much you are that have contributed to make you. Okay, but out of that microscopic tiny little thing, okay, her mother decide to incubate it and look after it for good 9 months and to bring a baby, to bring a human being. Isn't that magic? Leave about everything else. Now, let me come back. Yes, 100%, I support the idea of giving a leadership to women in Republic of South Sudan. 100% women that are capable.
Yes.
Okay? Women that
not,
are
not any woman. Yeah. Yes.
not any woman. And when we have this representation, we need the right woman in the right position. Unlike those who are in Juba, okay? They think, no disrespect to them, like in most of them, they think their only qualification is something that between their leg. And this is how they get into ministerial position.
Yeah.
And the history is very clear, will tell, okay? Damono marabta salfa, damono girlfriend ta salfa, damono, you know, this is the lowest level that women can be lower to. This great human being is smart. Even women are more smart than men, as a matter of fact. We never give them the chance to show their level of understanding, okay? But still, they continue to outsmart men in so many things. In basic day-to-day living, look at women's. Can a man multitask? Do several things at the same time? It is a little bit hard. She's cooking. She's looking after the baby. She's doing her work from home. She's doing whatever. The baby's crying. The baby's whatever. Even by virtue, look at the mothers who never been to school, okay? They are the doctor. They are the first teacher. They are the first educator. They are the feeder. They knew the nutrient. They understand what the best food for the baby, okay? Exactly. When the baby is crying, it is ear infection. The baby is teething. From the poop of the baby, they can tell. I am a father myself. I don't think I have that level of knowledge. From a baby poop, I can understand what is wrong with the baby. But they are gifted. This is something God gave to them. Exactly. I have less than 1 minute. Just to wrap up, let me say by doing this. Who are leading the corruption? We are the man. Financially, socially, at all aspects of life. Okay? القاعدين يسرقوا قروش في جنوب السودان ده منو دانين رجال البقتلوا ناس ده منو دانين رجال البينهبوا البيكتسبوا بنات صغار البيعملوا شنو كل حاجات ده are done by men who are paying price are the women ده أمهاتنا ده بناتنا ده أخواتنا أو victim بيقتلوا رجالهم بيقتلوا عيالهم بيكتسبوهم بينهبوا حقوقهم لكن out of this nothing they continue to keep us to survive. They continue to keep our nation going. So with this the same mentality, if we empower them, I believe they will do much, much better for our society. They will stop the killing. They will stop the corruption. But I don't know how often it does man know Mara iktasablo rajil.
Mafi.
My time is up. Thank you.
Okay, brother, yeah, you have your 5 minutes. What can you say about the Mara? What's her name? Welcome.
If you would put that back up again, I will highly appreciate it, guy.
Okay, let me go back.
Yeah, because I was paying attention to what Kurukuju was saying.
Okay, right here.
When it comes to us, we are the real concerned citizens. We have some people that talk about concern. Okay, you can tell that they complain to God to change the verse in the Bible that prohibited women from having authority over men. It should have been heaven. You have no right to change the words of God by yourselves. Okay. أول شيء أنا في حاجة يعني guy, especially when you put God into anything, it's gonna always have something else, like other people's opinion about God.
Yes.
So therefore, I think within this whole thing, if I'm understanding, because finance بيقول لك قال الله طبعا يا هو ناس تانيين بيقولوا قال ده God.
brother Yai,
بقول عليه
Daman Shuno, God is a male. ده منو شافه عريان seriously
لا لا ما
ايوه
دقيقة أنا كركوجو
with the
خليني بس
simple
أقول حاجة
logic
ده.
who saw God nakedness
أنا ما
nobody
أقدر نقول حاجة ده كويس بإنه قاعد يا بقول لك ده الله والله الناس بيقولوا ده قاعد المهم الاثنين دول كله الناس قالوا لا زي ما اننا كنا ملاحظين لو كنا فعلا يعني لو طبعا بس ربنا ما اننا بنقول ربنا ما it did not he want us for something else الخالق اللي هو creators or the creator you know allowed us to exist at this time but الناس اللي كانوا قدامنا uh, they know not to mix whatever that we are dealing with anything that includes the two. عشان كده هو الليلة الناس بيتكلموا يا أخي ما دايرين علاقة بينك أنت مع ربك ده أنت ده الله بتاعك ولا God بتاعك ولا شنو بتاعك you deal with it but don't bring it anyway. So anyway to really talk about what we should be talking about, Guy.
Yes.
This question here, I cannot answer that because Mafi Allah gal, for time or prohibited anybody from whatever. If I'm, you took
From
it
decision
it out.
making or to have authority over
You took it
men.
out. No, you should leave it because we're still actually in that same topic unless like
Sure.
مشينا لحاجة تاني.
Okay, let me go back.
Yeah, so no, always keep it as long as people are still talking about the same thing. Just leave it there, So, Galek, you can't you can tell that complaint, which is you can't tell that complaint to God to change the verse in the Bible that prohibited women having authority over men. You have no right to change the word of God yourself. Okay. So أنا غاية ما أعرف but جاي قبل ما هنا حقيقي بالك ما يقطع أنا كنت بحكي عن عبر التاريخ ده عبر ما يسوع ذاته كان ولده طبعا أنا we're working according to what 200 and something years right now.
Yes.
Yeah. So عبر التاريخ قبل ما كان في God وحاجات دي كله قبل ما الناس يتكلموا عن God وحاجات دي we had women leading dynasties أو أقول عليك أقول عليهم like what they call them like يعني في they were leading أنا غاية ما أعرف در نجيبه لك بالعربي but حتى في Egypt like in the Cleopatra بيقولوا عليهم dynasties it's so many dynasties what I mean like Qing dynasty or whatever that's in China but when you to go to many other places it's other dynasties that rule.
Forget about the history, but like even now, Queen Elizabeth, she's still alive, huh? And we have President with Rwanda, Madamara, and we have Ethiopia. So why did they not say, hey, Bible said women cannot be a president or women cannot have authority over men?
No, I'm not.
Even the disciples, they're all men.
At least from just being elected, guy. I stutter because I don't want to just mention something light like this one because فعلا في عندك في even Liberia you had Ellen Sirleaf Johnson and then if you go to أسي قبل كم يوم قتلوا الرئيس بتاع هنا بتاع Tanzania and is a woman and then
Yes.
Yeah,
Rwanda, yeah, Tanzania. Yes.
you know, so, no, I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about عبر التاريخ. لأنه المرأة هسي كلامك كاتبينه ده بتاع قال وقعد وما قال ده يا وانا بس that's what I'm trying to get to, because way before this one that she's typing up here, women were always been great and they led kingdoms and dynasties, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Thank you, brother. Your 5 minutes done, but we'll come back to you. Let's welcome Brother Morris. Hello, Morris.
Yeah, brother. Salam takum.
Good to see you, man.
Salam.
Okay, brother Jorkut and brother the other brother.
Yeah,
Nice, thank you.
Yeah, you guys munawirin for sure, yani. So
Thank you.
that's good. Yeah, thank you. Kev Elam, how's the family?
They're all doing great. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, I hear that, I hear you guys discussing about the woman to be elected in Southern Sudan, all right?
Okay, hold on. Nyano or Luau, you can come. The link is there. I know we need female to come and talk on it. We're only men here. The link is out there. You can just press and then it will show you directions. Go ahead, brother. I know Nyano, if you want to come and join us. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, brother Morris.
Yes. Yeah, it's, thank you so much, brother. Thank you for your view, and thank you for invitations and people listening out there in the country. And also my condolences to my family. I lost my mom yesterday evening back home. Yes, so they're gonna be buried tomorrow. Yes.
Sorry for your loss.
Brother. Sorry.
Yeah, so things happen now. Cover al-Beji kullu min Sudan kullu cover tamutu bes. There's nothing is good coming. Yes, people lose life, and we have 3 people just lost right now. Is just for 2 weeks, 3 people. So min hina kutumun kullu fi salawat bitatna. Yeah, thank you. So yes, I hear your discussion about the woman to be elected in Southern Sudan. That is your topic today, right?
Yes. Can a woman be a president in South Sudan? And can a woman bring peace and unity to our people?
Of course, because if you were the man, we fail in our duty. So what is the next? It's better, mom, to come and woman have tears, emotions, and have love in his heart for his children.
And we have argument here. Beguling women cannot be mumkin kunu rais or mumkin kunu to be in charge over men. God, the Bible said that. Some women they disagree with us here.
You see, the Bible is written by the prophet, or that all those prophets. When it was written at that time, that there's a strong woman like Nas Noah, Nas Mary, we can be a strong woman. But this time now we are living on it.
Sorry.
I hear the background noise here.
Yeah, I muted you.
Okay, so we living to the time that even us as a man, we don't do our job, because I know what do we see in our country right now. Before 2011 we was good, even we was suffering, but we can manage to serve our families, our children's. But now up to today we don't see this no more. Because that is a chaos in that is a crisis, displaces, and people die. So Rabbana Zato will be happy when God will be happy even to have women to lead us, because you need somebody leading the country with the emotion, with the love and the spirit of God, and they will believe in the God is, and that is a woman. Woman, because he carry you child 9 months in his stomach. And when he born is a child, he will nurture the child until child grow up. until he taught the child walk till the child go to school. And all this hard work, we never pay attention for it. Yes, we never pay attention for it. That is the things now is holding us as a South Sudanese man, and even the families now, they have problems. So women are crying 24 hours. If your mom, your sister, your brother, or any your auntie cry every day around because of kids, what is our feeling as a man? What do we do? What is our duty? We as a man, God create us to comfort our women, to take care of them, to take care of our children we bring in this world. So what happened now in Southern Sudan? They don't care if the child died. They don't care if the mom under the trees. They don't care if the mom is eating, if the kids is eating. They don't care. They're after money themselves. So for me, woman could be 50-50 in the government and can be president. Could be president.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Can be the president, because that we need it. Because if you have somebody have no emotions in office, and every day they pretend that is can govern the country, that is not us. It's not us this time. Yeah, I'm sorry, brother. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, brother Morris. We have Mama Flora in the house.
Okay, welcome, Glory. Yes. Thank you.
How are you, Mama Flora?
Good, thank you. How are you?
We're doing great. Yeah. How's everything? Good to see you again.
My great to all.
Thank you. Thanks.
We are waiting for female to come and help us with this topic.
I just wanted to give my apology first. I've been away for some time regarding my work. Now we are open again after a pandemic, and that thing have led to a lot of my being away, my absence, without even giving notice. So I said today I must do it before I start my work. So it will take some time for me to adjust my timetable to come back again. But I just wanted to let the house know and family of Common Sense Show. Mommy is around, but I'm running after my bread to feed myself and my loved one. Wow. So that's the reason of my absence. I hope so. The shift will change from early morning to afternoon, as I always do, or working from home. So it's good to see all of you and my dear brother Kurkuji. I acknowledge your presence, my dear, and
Thank you.
my younger son. Good to see you, my brother. My condolence to you and your mom. She's in better place, as the always we've been told. We don't know. Nobody have gone and come back, but it's easy to preach than to say. But for you to be among us today, it show me you're a good believer, and God is by your side and with your family. You have made it for your family, not for only a family of Common Sense Show. For you to come out and be cheerful, it's not easy to lose a mother. I was raised up by my grandma. I lost her. My world until today, the wound never healed, though she was a time for her to go. She was quite old. But I acknowledge your presence and your tears. My God comfort all of you, and may she see all of you through, and her blessing will remain. And that good seed and blessing of the womb shall continue to bless you and your loved one until she will lay today in peace back home. God bless you.
Amen.
Amen.
So, Guy, you can start with.
Oh, somebody call our mom.
Mama Flora, it's great to see her, back again.
She will come back. We could network problem. She's back now. Okay. All right, she's back. Yes, Mom Flora.
Yeah. My internet is never been friendly to me, but I'll be quick. My
Welcome.
view, my sister or people who have answer about the
Mm,
woman. Some of us, sometime, brother guy or my son guy, we do not need to take some of the typers serious, because some of them they
mm,
just wanted to pull your leg or distract the others. Because if you live in this world, and if you are the one who have typed what you have typed, that
mm,
means you went to school. And you do not have a reason to go to school if you believe the woman should be what you have written. So that is something somebody who never have seen civilization. Even though
mm.
back home, if the person came from a good and light family back home in the village,
Yeah.
they always say,
Mm,
let the woman say something. Let the woman talk, and then when they're the peace holder and the peacemaker, and then they said, okay, if it's so, we need a moral. Let the woman do something, and then those men will be like a giant and they can kill anybody they want to kill. So we've been a part of that.
our network is not cooperating with her. You guys want to wait for a few minutes to come back, for her to come back, while we can continue. What do you guys think? Oh, she's back.
Okay, guy.
Yes.
Ita في سؤال تاني انت قتلته فوق. I believe that is something else, or was that the same thing? Because
ده بتاع قبل ده.
okay, Dr. Gibil, I think you should. Are there any more comments? Maybe that we could.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot. Yani even she said, even the disciples, they're all men. ما فوق مرة.
We are not
The
here to
angels.
debate the idea of that individual, please. Let
Huh?
لا
us
لا
put our
شنو
perspective.
أنا وقفنا على شنو يا جماعة.
Mm,
معلش أنا ممكن بس خلونا نقول رأيي البسيط ده and
mm.
then yeah, but يا جماعة.
How about letting Madame Flora finish her thought, because her
Yes.
network is on and off?
True.
Let Mom
Okay.
Sorry,
Flora
yeah.
finish, then we'll go back to you, yeah. Mom Flora, لأن network without.
Okay.
Alwell, you say you are
Yeah,
next? Yes, the link is there, Alwell.
yeah.
Come. Mm,
Thank you very much.
yes. Go ahead, Mom Flora.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah,
Mm,
زول له حق إنه يقول حاجة اللي هو داير يقوله. لو ما if you are not enlarged enough.
mm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Hey,
Can you
Mark.
hear me?
Yes. Oh,
Uh,
we have a problem. Hmm. خلاص, go ahead, Yai. Let's now we reduce to 3 minutes each. So now begin Qatar. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
اوكي المهم جاي انا بس ده نقول حاجه واحد لانه اي زول تاني طبعا. خلي خلي السؤال اللي يمشي لقدام ده ما نجيب لنا اجابه، لكن شنو انينا بس بنقول
Mm,
البايبل اللي هو هسي ناس بيكتبوا عنه هسي يومين دل ولا في الكتاب هسي كاتبينه ده you know that you know uh, we go by the verses of the Bible. Okay, we said that okay, way before the Bible there was something أننا كانوا عارفينه that existed,
mm,
that brought about the Bible,
mm,
because if we're to go even to uh, even like from the beginning of حاجات ذات اللي بيكتبوا فوقهم, you know عملوه ما كانوا ناس بيعرفوهم ك Christians ولا حاجة زي كده, you know so the ولا ناس بيعرفوا حاجة اسمه God ده أنا غايته أنا ما بعرفه. So المهم it's a bit I don't want to confuse a lot of people, because now the word I went, we're in 21st century, and then maybe so many are just so attached they're Muslimin إننا مسلمين ممكن معانا هنا ذاته, they will just automatically انت كيف تقول كلام زي ده وما بيعرفوا بانه you know like في حاجات قبل محمد قبل بيقولوا عليه سيدنا عيسى اللي هو المسيح معروف من المسيح هم بيقولوا قال لهم بيعرفوا قال في حاجه اسمه عيسى you know لكن ان المؤمنين المسيحيين بيعرفوا قال لا ده زول اسمه يسوع وكده you know but okay زول لا يا وانين ماشيين به ليهم الليله البايبل كتبوا ذاته بوراه وكده so but to be honest and then just to go back to exactly what we are talking about yeah women are we don't have to even you know we know women existed way before any of that كويس وزي ما هم لسه قاعدين معانا you know we know them we know their heart you know so if they are given سلطة الليلة you know they can do better than us men because راجل بينفعل وممكن يترشق اي شيء لكن الومن بيجري هناك بيمشي بس الدم يمشي يكورك وفي كوراك حقه ده هو بيعرف شفت في زيل بيطلع من قلبه بقول زول ده خلاص انا زيلت زال زي ده خلاص كده you know وما بيمشي يدمر كل شيء يترشق ويطلع ساطور وبعد شويه ممكن يطلع لك زو زاد كل مره يرشبوه الدنيا ده ومن ما بيعملوا so انا معاك في الكلام ده كويس فانينا women you know like in short women can do great انينا لو خديناهم فعلا يكونوا ناس يعني لي بعدين you know ونقول لا كده ننتخب لنا امرأة اللي عملت صح أسي زي شايوير والله أنا معك أسي يوميا أنا مش يوميا أنا أسي حاليا حاجة القاد بعمل فوق شايوير الليلة ده يا أخي أنا ما شفت لي وزير نوع النهب العالم كله بيبني لك وين وبيبني لك في أمريكا ذاته هنا ده ما عمل أي شيء ما حصل مرة شفت قال مشى ودى عصاية ساكن لزول معوق ها تجي تقول لي قال رجال
Thank you.
so نساوين بيعملوا yes and I believe that I'm with the woman until the end.
Thank you.
It's been that. Yeah.
We'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Now we go to Brother Kurkuju. Now there's comments in the Bugulino, all the angels, Huma Rujal, the disciples are men. Now, even for South Sudan, now we have position run by women. Vice presidents was Al Kharajiya, Indian Minister of Health. Do you think that we are doing well? Are we giving women a chance to lead? Or Humagarimba's picture? They're not doing anything. Now we have vice presidents, etc. Yeah, welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Brother Gailam. Whoever writing things about the Bible, first of all, this is not a Bible teaching class. We are Christian with our faith. Okay? So there is Muslim, there is people who doesn't believe in Bible. You live your life accordingly to the Bible. And that is something at the end of the day, the day of the judgment, when it comes, God will judge you accordingly to your deed. Okay? If that individual have a daughter and he want to keep his daughter under the rock so that one day not to be an engineer, not to be a doctor, not to be a president, not to be a prime minister, this is his or her problem. This is not our issue. Let me go back to the background. What put men in the front as the state, as the leaders of the state? In the Stone Age, there used to be a lot of war and fighting. And the king is the commander-in-chief, the قائد بتاعت الجيش. لازم انه يكون زول شجاع زول قوي بحصان بشنو عشان انه يمشي يشاكل. ده السبب انه رجال وجدوا نفسهم in the frontier. كان هروب الصليبية ولا في الدول الإسلامية ولا حتى عندنا في أفريقيا. Okay? Now, even war, people are fighting a smart war. وزير دفاع ما لازم انه يكون زول شديد باري بضرب سيف ولا باري بعمل قطع ولا بتاعت نشاب ولا باري بعمل كول. الحرب الحديث النهارده people use a smart weapon. That is why we have Madam Angelina Teng وزير دفاع. اوكي لو اذا قام شكلها بين السودان وجنوب السودان هي ما هتمشي تصارع مع وزير الدفاع بتاع السودان والله. This is a primitive idea. Okay,
right.
Therefore we said we have to empower women. We have to empower women. If there is a woman that is capable to lead us, why not? We have to give them the chance. But we need somebody, we appoint somebody or we vote for somebody based on their merit, not because من أجل التمثيل التدليلي, not for the sake of there is women representation, لكن effectively they are not capable or they are there for their own interests. And this is what we have seen it in South Sudan. Did Madame Nyandeng came out one day, spoke on behalf of the suffering woman across the country, on behalf of the widow, on behalf of the orphan? She never did it. Nuswana Lino Mawjudin fil Hakuma. Did any of them came out and spoke out? I do remember. What was it? Madame Nadia came from Bethu and claimed al assassin no, I'll report that UN ban no women been raped. She disqualified that claim. منظمة دولية قدم report on abuse, women abuse. ومسؤول في حكومة بتاع جنوب السودان مرة يجي to debunk it. Look at those. What kind of representation we have. So it is not about تمثيل تدليلي. Have 50% من نسوان 50% لو إذا هم قاعدين هناك لا مؤاخذة they are using them to entertain الرجال اللي إنه موجودين في مجلس الوزراء. What is the point of having one there? Okay, if there is two that they can voice the voice of the suffering woman, that is great. That they can represent us, that is good. لكن مش إنه حتى يكون 70% ويكون من أجل تمثيل تدليلي. Just let me wrap up. I know I am over my 3 minutes. Look at the nation that advanced. Okay, look at most of the Scandinavian countries. Al-Ruas al-Wizara, Nuswan. Look at a country like New Zealand. New Zealand was the first country to declare corona free, led by women. Now, Tanzania is led by a woman. Great country like Britain, the Commonwealth, all Commonwealth, they continue to show loyalty to Her Majesty the Queen. What are you talking about? You know, if there is a woman that capable to lead, let us give them the chance. Lakin ma يكون إنه من أجل بس إنه ده مرة عنده شطر أكتو من أجل تمثيل تدليلي. No, we need somebody with brain that will represent and will do something better for the nation. Thank you very much. Greeting, Sister Amel. Good to see you.
Thank you. Me too.
Thank you. Thank you, Brother Kukuju. Now it was Brother Morris. I will give you 3 minutes, then I will give our sister 5 minutes. Then we'll get her back. Okay, so we'll give you 3 minutes. Now, before that, there's another thing here, Galino. Even Prophet Muhammad and Jesus Christ never appointed females as their disciple or apostle, and God Allah.
Can you please ignore a comment with Hazolda completely, because this is not the topic for our discussion? Please.
Okay, that will take us away.
Can you just ignore him or ignore her? Thank you.
Exactly. That will the hadina the mushkila. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, brother. We'll just ignore.
Yes. Separate
just want to do distraction
everything from religion. The hajj individual.
Separate. Yeah. Muhammad doesn't go side to side with individual Jesus.
Belief.
Okay. Kan Muhammad then barjulu how Muhammad abused and take advantage of women. The Gisatani Barao. Okay.
Yeah.
So just leave him aside, please.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. We all agree, let's ignore the comments. Ashan Maya am a distraction. Finas try to mess up our show, that's for sure. Now let's go to Brother Morris. You have your 3 minutes. Do you think? Okay, now we have international officials. Okay, for government bitana. For Wazir Difa, Indian Vice President, Indian Wazir Kharija, Indian Minister of Health. Are they not doing their job? Well, man, don't go. to talk on behalf of a woman, like our brother Kurju mentioned now. Indian asked for top position, but they have not done anything.
Okay. Yeah. Are you? I'm okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes. You know, those women are appointed right now in position of government in Southern Sudan right now. It is not a position that really is affecting, because when you live it, Shufta, life of a human being, you can live in fear. ربنا قال شنو إنسان لما بيشتغل البلد بتاعه ما بيكون شنو بقعد في شغل بخاف. Okay. It عندك هسه تقول في vice presidents. All these five vice presidents, did you see any president went out to the country and speak about the country?
Something happening here.
No.
There's nobody. So Nihna, we don't need to lie to ourselves, because no one can see what kind of responsibility or appointing the human and the people at work, and you put them in hostage. Al-Wazir Difa into strategies, into responsibility to develop the national defense of Southern Sudan to protect the country. She have right to travel every country to make the relationship with the military members. If that is what we have, if it's the truth. A vice president, Allah five those ones, who even Ray Marshall that is. One day, did you think that he went out to the country to speak things, being come back home?
No.
Those is the things that is alarm all of us. We supposed to know. When you give the position to the woman, let the woman feel free to do the work that his country needed. You can hire people and you put them under arrest. If you don't have no trust for your own, a woman or a man to the country, what is next? How the job is going to be moved forward? Job cannot be moved forward. Those women are working, hard-working women. Even the Sarah Clinton with us in Egypt before.
Yes.
He practiced Ganun, UN, FIFAO. I was working in UNDP. She is a strong woman. But you can put the woman in a hostage. Anybody you hire to do the work, let him do the work with the freedom of love and respect and dignity. That it will lead us in better life. But this government right now, people will say there's a woman in the government, even the health department. What kind of a health department? Where people go to the hospital every day die. There's nobody. So we can hire the fake people.
Brother Morris, let me just cut you off on this, and it's not. I just want to kind of comment on what you said. I hope I'm with you in what you are talking about. And you're not just talking just away from the topic itself, okay? So I just wanted to understand one thing. We're talking if there's a woman to lead us in Sudan and Lela, do you think she would change our situation? Guy, if I'm not mistaken, you can correct one. Or, because brother, you are talking actually as if Anina ya Indian woman president already, I see. Wahajat mama she's in us. So you need to we need to know, we need to differentiate those two. Or at least know that Anina we're hoping, وكده كده هيكون في woman president. يعني حتى لو بعدين كلنا ديل a woman will lead South Sudan. ده حاجة معروف. ما في أي كلام. لكن you know, you guys can call me a prophet if you guys want anyway, but it will happen anyway. We're not gonna. They are great, but brother, you are actually. I'm not gonna say you're far, but you're not actually in that context of what we are here right now talking about. I don't know if you could even see that yourself.
It is all right. It's all right. I just answered the question. Lam talked to me about it because I was first when I come, I was talking about promoting the woman to be in government.
No,
and Lam asked me questions.
No, we're talking about leadership. Period. A woman to lead something called South Sudan to better it. We're not with.
Listen, my friend.
Or positions or none of.
Listen, my friend. When we speak the truth, accept the truth. Okay, when we speak the truth, that is the things that's happening. It's not out of topic because Mr. Lam and Mr. Jorkujo pointed. There's a woman working even there at positions, but those women are not free. If you understand those words very clear, are not free.
Which women are not? Which ones?
The people working in the government, my presidents,
governors of states. Actually, this is what we were gonna talk about that. You know, way before the war, way before 2013, we had women that was governors. Woman of Governor of Warab was a woman. Where the president came from was a woman. That's way before the war. So actually, I'm talking about just at least please know that we are not talking about governor or a woman that you are talking about right now that's not free or something. No, we are talking about a leadership. If women is to lead us as Sudanese today, as Southern Sudanese, you know, would she lead us to just happiness and peace because we are brothers at the end of the day?
Okay. Brother Yai, I think you misunderstand here. I know before we and once we get done, we have to know the root cause why women they don't have rights, why they're not leading. See? And then after we identify the root cause, then we will work on, okay, now a woman can be a president. Like now we have a woman in high position, but they're not doing anything. So let's work on root cause. Then from there we can promote a woman to be a president, right? If America here, no matter what are you going to change? What are you going to do? No, he was doing right. Who can match the question? Based on the question that I asked, answer. Now that's his turn to answer. Now we're gonna go back to you again.
أنا معلش يا موريس أنت قاعد واصل في كلامك لكن أعرف حاجة واحدة بأنه قبل الحرب الليلة دمرنا بطريقة زي ده بيجي يجيب يمين شمال ناس كله دايرين قالوا يطلعوا داير يعمل الحزب بتاعه ده كان الناس من البداية جابوا نياندين في وراب جابوا ناس كتار يعني فما نتكلم عن بعيد والميت كده الليلة أكلين الواصل.
Let's not go one on one. Let's thanks to Sister Amel is still waiting. Brother Perez is still waiting there. خلينا نجيب شوية. That way need a chance. And my phone pay attention here. People will look like, hey, this is one on one, Sister Amel, are you there?
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Now, okay. Since you're the female, now
what is it?
To be our leader or to be our president. What can you do different as a woman? How?
Yeah, that is yeah.
Let me try to mute the other people here.
Yeah, I think it's better now. Yeah.
Okay.
It's better now. Yeah. So what was your question? Sorry.
Okay, thank you for coming.
You are welcome.
You're going to be next president of South Sudan. What can you different?
There's no doubt about that.
Huh?
I say by God's grace, there is no doubt about that. I clear it.
ها ما قبلها
Okay.
هم يتكلموا لأنه ما في مرة now بس بيجي في مرة so it will sound different من رؤية بتاعكم انت كمرة فيما انه احنا كرجال بنتكلم. So let's say now we're giving you guys a chance. What can you do different? Kurkujagal
You
mentioned
know,
early that we have failed the country. Brother Morris said the same thing. You know, الحرامية كله رجال ما سيبنا قال في حرامي مرة في all the الناس اللي كانوا في الحكومة. Right? What can you tell us?
okay. You know, first of all, has a like there is a piece, right? As entering for peace. This is one of the sign. You know, everyone can give peace. Everybody's paying attention. You know, just kidding. المهم نخش في الموضوع.
دقيقة
Mhm.
Peter, I already dropped the link and Homa, they keep saying that da'wah ya jama, and I send the link. Just click on the link. يعني في قبل بيقولوا رسل دعوة. I've been sending it out. Okay, sorry Amel. Go ahead.
Okay. You know, أساسا يعني to be honest, يعني who brother Kurkuji he mentioned it's not like I don't really need to repeat it. ما في قانون بيقول المرأة should not lead. ما في قانون بيقول المرأة should not lead. But according to الحاجات اللي حصل قدامنا البروتوكول اللي حصلت قدامنا, this is خلى الرجال يكونوا دايما to lead, you know, lead everything, you know, but it doesn't mean ما في مرة ممكن to lead, or it doesn't mean إن نساويهم ما دايرين, you know. وبعدين في الدنيا ده life is time and season, so there is time for everybody and there's a season for everybody. فيعني احنا ذاته ادينا الرجال ادينا فرصة احنا نشوف هم بيعملوا في شنو and what we're gonna gain from them. حتى ربنا ادى الرجال فرصة بكامله. I'm not gonna agree that ما في مرة حرامية هو حرامية. انت سرقت حاجة بسيط ولا كبير, the meaning is you will go back to حرامية. كان انا شلت بس دولار وزول شال $100, still انا حرامية because I accept the temptation and I still, you know, so automatically name بيرجع لنا. It depends on الجول والحاجة اللي انت you want to sow it actually within that country. The good thing انت you dare تزرع وده تخليه within that country. الناس كتار بيخشوا they يكونوا president and that must be like maybe a will of God in هم يكونوا president. لكن بيكون يعني ممكن نتكلم برا, لكن when you step in في حاجات تانية هناك, في rules, في principle that will guide everybody, you know. في حاجات انت you have to follow, you cannot jump out of it. فحاجات الرول ده اخذت الرول ده, this is when we have يعني the issue. حتى الرؤساء الرجال ديل, this is when they have the problem. That's principle you have to follow. لأن أنت بتمشي وبتعلف, أنت you gonna do the right thing, you know. You're gonna follow the rules والحاجات ديل كله. If you don't follow, بيكون في consequence. This is when يعني really بيكون mess up. لكن مرة كمرة, المرة هي اللي بتدي يا جماعة. المرة هي اللي بتربي. المرة ممكن تربي, يعني حتى الراجلة ماتت وخلوا لها 20 جنة, she can raise 20 جنة. هم يكونوا عيال ناجحين, you know. فيعني وربنا بيبدأ من الصغير للكبير. فالمرأة she is more qualified honestly than الراجل. هنا بس يعني هنا we have mercy on رجالنا, الرجال كله in general really. We had mercy on them. They only hit البسيط الأصعب في المرأة حنينة. But this is when she get wrong. هي حنينة. She cannot يعني she cannot be harsh. هي حقها, هي ما بتقبل تكون harsh. لكن الراجل can be harsh. This is when they really have the difference. That's why الwoman عشان هي لو lead وبقت يعني لو العاطفية control her, that's where she can get wrong. That's where she cannot lead في حاجات زي دي. لكن women can lead and they could do better than الرجال. لو شالوا الحاش برا, لو شالوا الحنية برا, they should take things in a logic way. يكونوا هنا يشوفوا قانون والحاجات الرسمية. Despite of الحاجات الجوا, don't feel يعني take the sympathy inside outside of you. Don't feel يعني sorry. sorry ده بتضايق الناس. Be on top. خليك عندك قوانين وخليك عندك حاجات that you could do it. لكن لو انت خدت الحاجات الثاني ديل الحاجات اللي بتضيع المرأة اساسا، لانها مرأة حنينة. المرأة حتى لو راجل عذبها وعمل لها وراجل جا هسه هنسها وبكى لها، she cannot start the tear of her husband. This is the truth. فهي she will forgive and let go. this is بتاع المرأة. she cannot stand a tear بتاع اي زول. يعني she will feel just sympathy للزول ده and she will feel like sorry and she will change الدايركشن حقها. That's why يعني زمان that's why لما الرجال بيمشوا شكل يشوتوا we cannot let women to lead. لأن هي لو عملت shoot ل somebody والزول ده بكت she can stop. That's where things get wrong. Yes, honestly. لأن we cannot stand blood. ما هتلقى مرة قليبة قوي للدرجة ده. مش قوي يعني كاب يعني كاب قوي لكن كاب in أنا to stand حاجات كاب. يعني لو أنا مشيت شفت زول بيذبحوه and هنا في wall I may not handle it. لأن ده حاجة this is natural. طبعا أخذتها في نساوين. This is a natural thing that عندنا.
معلش I don't want to interfere. لكن مدام عمل لي الفكرة بتاع الدولة حول حاجات البطال وقتل والذبح بس، لأنه ما يكون حول يبنوا مستشفى، يبنوا هدانة، يبنوا مدارس، يعملوا حاجات كويس. ما الدولة الحديثة ما في موضوع قتل. ليه بس الفكرة واقف حول شراسة الرجل.
This is why I'm saying no. I'm talking about why women weak point. I is the weak point or the strong point. Right? Everybody have the weak point. But weak point in here Hanina. This is only the weak point of the woman. Lekin women can do better, more than men. لو خلوها هسه to lead and don't forget الراجل leader already she's a president. If you guys don't know that, she can play a role to push the guy to do better. And that's why قالوا وكل رجل عظيم امرأة عظيمة. يعني this is proving حتى انت الراجل اللي هناك الرئيس ده مرة تقول رجل رئيسة. If she choose to do the best for that country, for the interest of country, she could even lead better. Nigeria can lead better, she could lead better. But Almara can lead and can do really better more than a man. She can lead. Yes. Albita Damal killing already.
Okay. Let me give Yai have a question, and then we'll go to Pareg, and then Brother Bol.
Guy,
go ahead, Yai.
Guy, it's not a question. Actually, I was just gonna say, Kirkuju, you shouldn't have went that route. ما تقول كده لأنه أميل كانت بتتكلم عن شنو ما حاجة أساسا بيحصل اللي انت خطفت طوالي قلت يا أخي ليه ليه يكون في قتل. لا، أميل بس اتكلمت بأنه لو كان المرأة بتعمل كذا كذا وأنا سمعناه كله. فالمهم جاي أنا عد الناس التانيين فرصة برضو زي برج السنة شديد وزول القدام، لكن أنا كنت بس جاي عشان نصلح كركوجي شوية من الدخلة بتاعته.
كركوجي بيكون نتورك بتاعه لكن he's back now.
وزاده اختفى.
Oh, he's here. Kurkuji, you want to do a clarification before I give chance to others?
Yes, what I'm trying to say, ليه الفكرة بتاع دولة بركز حول إنه هيكون في حرب في قتل. There is tough decision to be made always. That will make a woman, she's so emotional, she will not be able to take the lead. Okay? لو إذا في الدستور في قانون she's abide by. إعلان حرب ده بيكون مسؤولية بتاع الرئيس وبرلمان بيعلنوا حرب. Okay? Here, she's not going to be in the frontier. So she will guide based on قوانين اللي موجود في الدولة. So مسألة بتاعت إنه المرأة ضعيفة، مرأة حنينة ومش عارف إيه. We women, sorry, أنا نسيت نفسي ذات أنا بقيت مرأة كمان. So نسوان أحيانا you pull yourself back. لأنه when you talk low about your emotion, if you are well trained, okay, علموك مبادئ بتاعت الإدارة، ما في قوانين 1 2 3 4. Even how about this? Human resources managers في country اللي أنا موجود فيه في البلد ده أغلبهم نسوان، وديل ياو ناس المسؤولين to hire and fire. Okay? Yes, things change in the United States, اي زول برفضوه من شغل يومين ده برجع بضرب ناس بالسلاح. This is kind of scary. لكن most of the human resources manager في اغلب مؤسسات نسوان، هم يا ناس المسؤولين. They will make decision of firing and hiring somebody. ما هو قانون. If you understand شغلك شنو then انت ما بتخاف من زول. You don't have to be emotional. But if you attach emotion to anything, you will not be able to do it. حتى الدكتور, if you become emotional, انت ما تقدر تشرد بتنزور. Okay? So this is my point here. I am not against, but I am with the idea بتاعت انه why women they belittle themselves على اساس انه هيكون في حرب. ما هيكون في حرب برلماني او بيعلن حرب. اوكي؟ ده ما مسؤوليه بتاعت الرئيس لوحده. الا انه في دول ديكتاتوريه ده الرئيس ماشي على كيفه، اقتل منو اتبع منو، وده ما دوله لانه we are thinking about it. So this is just my perspective. I believe you are running out of time. I don't want to take space on the panel. I will exit to allow other people to bring their perspective. لأنه في ناس جو Morocco. So I will be listening.
Okay. Amen.
Let me verify something before I I think فهمتني. انا قلت the reason حتى في الحروب اللي حصلت كله في الدنيا، ما انت في الحرب اللي حصلت ده كله have you ever seen a women leading اي حرب؟ they never. Usually the weak point, even you yourself you have a weak point. What is your weak point? And your weak point will be used against you if you don't work on it. And I'll talk about that in a weak point. Women can lead. لكن the weak point with our women في حالة زي ده، if they train them and they train, even they don't need to train, they need to train themselves to know that okay, I can do it and I'm gonna take immersion في أي حاجة. This is the weak point بتاع women. That's why I said في الحرب اللي بيحصل ده كله they never let any women في العالم كله they never let any women lead عشان يشارك قدام. ما في front.
Thank you.
Yes, but okay.
Okay, Brother Perez, it's your time, and then Brother Bol, Mama Flora want to come, but Haiji be a messenger, you know. So let's give chance to Perez. You have your 5 minutes, brother.
Yes. Can you guys hear me clear?
We can hear you.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you a lot, and thanks for all the panels. بالمناسبة قبل ما نبدأ ده ندي معلومة لسيسا ميل. أننا كان عندنا في ريجن في هبز بيقولوا تجراي لما كانوا في الحكومة ولما أهل كانوا في عنيانيا كانوا بيجيبوا هبشيات سايقين دبابات وماسكين أسلحة وقاعد بحاربوا معنا in front line في جنوب السودان. كلام حصل وكان هبشيات يعني بيسوقوا دبابة عديل كده هنا قاعد وبيجوا شاردين المعركة. ده حصل في جنوب السودان هنا وده كانوا بنات. Anyway, for me to come into the topic أنا داير نسأل أول حاجة يا أستاذ جاي، أنت أسمع سميت بخراب صوبة؟
خراب صوبة؟
عجوبة خراب صوبة.
كركوجي بارو جد كويس.
كركوجي بارو لو سميت بخراب صوبة، الخراب صوبة ده من دوما ده مرة أو خراب صوبة ده مرة. نمرة الهيستوري الهيستوري كالآتي يعني لو
اسمع
يعني
اسمع برج قبل معلش يا جاي تجيب بكلام خراب صوبة، لكن ما تنسى ميل جونكور ما كوليد قبل ما خراب صوبة ده يحصل زول اسمه جونكور ما كوليد ده زول أنينا كجيش عامة جيش أسود على فكرة ما جيش أبيض دار ولا اسمه جيش أحمر يا هو بيعرف أميل منو. أنا إن شاء الله بس يعني كلام أنت بتعرفه برضو يعني في كلامك يعني you know what I'm saying.
I'm just talking. It's just the idea.
جونكور ما كوليد ده you know أنا I hope يعني لو في أي كلام في أي أسئلة أنا غادي أنت يا هو لسه معنا كركوجي أو جرى الرد السريع قال خراب صوبة ما خراب صوبة خراب بتاع جنوب السودان كله. المهم
ممكن نكمل كلامي
خلاص عشان because of time جاي خلي زول يكمل
لا لا كمل هاي.
Yeah.
جاي ما تخليك defensive. We just arguing the ideas here.
لا انا
ما
قفلت
عندي قصد
الكاميرا
معي
وقفلت
زول.
بقفل معي قصدي.
انا ما عندي قصد مع زول، بس قاعدين نعمل discussion في ideas. This is what I want to say, you know. أنا هنا لو شفت الهيستوري، لو بتسمع برومان امباير، ولو بتسمع بالناس اللي قتلوا جيسس ده، الحاكم يقول لك بلاتوس ده، الخرب سلطاتهم كله شنو ده نسوان. يعني there's a lot of empire who gets destroyed in the world, destroyed by women. So what I'm trying to say, a woman and a man in the position of power, they're pretty much the same, you know, unless if there is a very established system. لو في system معقول كده، المرأة والراجل بيمشي فيه. يلا نيجي للحكاية كالآتي. أمريكا هي دولة متطورة إلى الآخر، وأنت قاعد هناك يا قايلام. I think أمريكا كان ما ريدي عشان يجيب مرأة، قام جاب لكم ترامب.
Yeah.
You know, and this is
Clinton, Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, هيلاري كلينتون لما وقف مع ترامب، أمريكا في زمن ده هو ما ريدي يجيب مرأة، قام جاب لكم ترامب. So المرة ده أحسن من ترامب ب 300 مرة. لكن لو كان أمريكا دايرين يجيبوه كان جابوه، لكن هم ما ريدي في مرة عشان يجيبوه يبقى رئيس. So أنا عشان نيجي ننزل في قيمة المرأة ولا نرفع في قيمة المرأة الحتة ده طبعا صعب. The problem here, this world is man, or say is man dominant. You know, if you see the scientific field, just the scientific field, who are the leading figure in science? They are men. Medical field, they are men. Anything, space, they are men. Presidency, they are men. War, they are men. So, and in a man, this world is predominantly by men. And for women to come up is not because her weaknesses. لأنه ما عندهم a very fair opportunity to come up. عشان تقول مثلا هي نعمل election في جنوب السودان ونجيب مرة ده مستحيل حاليا في زمن الحالي ده، بقول مستحيل. لأنه نفسي عشان يكون في peaceful transition بتاع power ساكت between الرجال. أنا لو وصلنا المرحلة ده بري مرحلة بتاع election، ولو قدرنا نعمل election بعد شنو نقول كده ممكن نختار مرة ولا راجل. لكن المرحلة طبعا we still لسه 100 years behind. This is kind of impossible in South Sudan to elect a woman at this time, you know, because if we elect a woman, that means we have a good system who can elect people. But the problem here is that a mass, you know.
No, what if we have a good, a very strong constitution?
ما المشكلة اللي ينفذوا من أول حاجة عشان يقدر يكون في peaceful transition of power. People they will obey the law. People they will obey the constitution. هو لو ما منظم حسي، هيجي مرة قال ينظموا، مرة ما بقدر أعمل كنترول للميليشيات، you know. الوضع صعب شديد. So علينا بنقدر نعمل إليك مرة نعمل السيستم بتاعنا يكون شنو؟ سيستم واضح، سيستم is reality، and 1 2 3. لكن لو أنا عاطفيين ممكن نقول مرة ممكن يقدر يجي يحل مشكلتنا ومرة يعمل كده، ده لو أنا عاطفيين. لكن لو بنتكلم عن الحقائق، الوضع الحالي في جنوب السودان we need 100 years عشان بعد نعمل إليك مرة. In terms of that, it's not because Mara are weak, because this world is predominantly men, and I'm with women to fight for their right and to fight for their existence, and to be equal with men. Just the problems here is not equality to women. That's the main issue. It's not because women cannot lead. If they have the opportunity, of course, women will lead. If you see an example now, I think Sierra Leone can end on Mara, in the Anglo Miracle, bita Germany, قاعدة هناك. عندك حاليا هسي, I think this is Croatia. They elected a new lady as a president. And إنت لو مشيت في أفريقيا, عندنا لما مقفولو مات, الكان جابوا وراه بتاع تنزانيا ده, she became a female. And this is a peaceful transition, and they're leading, and they're doing their best, So, القدرة for women to lead, they're capable, they're like men. But المشكلة هنا شنو؟ And مشكلتنا هنا ما مشكلة leadership في women، المشكلة في الراجل اللي ما بدي فرصة. لكن عشان تقول لي قدرات المرأة في الليدرشيب وقدرات الراجل are different. I disagree. I think قدراتهم كلهم سوا. الرجال لو خلوا الطريقة بيعملوا النسوان ده ممكن مرة يقدر يلينا ويقدر يليد everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Brother Paul is your next, but I've seen Sister Ashol, she's driving. Do you want to give her a chance, then you come, Brother Paul?
Yes, let him go ahead.
Okay. Ashol, welcome. Ashol Ali.
So بعرف معلومة is أمام
Good to know.
أنا معاكم مثل شيء I can't see myself.
The video is not on, but we can hear your voice.
أنا هنا معاكم. أوكي.
صوت لكن الفيديو ما في. صورة ما في.
صورة ما في.
في صوت بس.
أنا أسف. أنا معاكم يعني.
بصوت.
ما شايف أي حاجة وما سامع أي حاجة. دقيقة خلونا نطلع وتاني نطلع.
Okay. Alas, meanwhile, you can go, Brother Bo.
Okay. I had some issue with my connection. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity and say thank you to the people who speak before me. You know, this is a great topic, guys. This is a very important topic that need to be discussed. That the women's groups, the women in South Sudan, they can be leaders in our country. And to me, there's no question about that. Because if you follow up the movement, the SPLA, the backbone of this movement was women. You know, women were the one who tried to push around to help them, the soldiers. Women were the one who facilitated everything. Women were the one who provide food to the soldiers. They have done a lot. They have contributed to the maximum where even men cannot contribute. This is facts, Jamani. But the problem was that our women, that period of time, there was lack of literacy, where the women can be educated. And that's why the men come now, they come and control everything, which means I would like the word, our brother said, male become a dominance. But we become a dominant because we educated, but our women are not educated. But if you come to the fact, women have been the parcel of the SPLM, and everybody know it. Even in northern Sudan, I heard about it. Those who were in Khartoum, women doing a lot of things in Khartoum.
You know? Can I ask you a question?
So I go ahead.
How can you become educated more than women and women are not educated? Who is the problem? Is a woman or you?
It's not the problem. The problem was our culture. Our culture usually send the boys to schools.
And who run the culture? Is men or women? Who run the culture, men or women?
Who run the culture?
Who run the culture, men or women?
But this is the question that we can argue, that if the culture becomes wait, let me answer this. If the culture is become rigid, that means it's male dominant, which means we will not allow women to be part of it. But if the culture, which is our culture, if the culture is like in between the feminist and conservative, we mean the culture will be divided into two. Like me, I can be a feminist because
my question is very clear. My question is very clear. Is the culture man dominant or female dominant?
So as soon as we speak right now, our culture is a male dominant, which need to be changed.
That's it. You answer my question anyway. Go ahead, continue.
Yes. So the reason why that our women are a little bit behind is because our culture become a male dominant society where they don't allow women to participate in politics in society.
So the problem is men.
But
the problem is men. The problem is men, right?
The problem is men, right? But
thank you.
Brother, this is the problem. Wait, the problem is women contribution to our society is very higher than men. This is facts.
That's true.
If you've been in the bush, like the SPLM people is speaking, oh yeah, all the time, these women are the part of this. But when we get our independent now, the men dominate everything. Even if we go back to the reality, how many women in the Western world are South Sudan women who are capable to go and work in South Sudan? But they fail to call them. They're supposed to go back and help them. Let me give an example. Liberia president. The Liberia, she was a woman, right? But she was in the Western world. But when Liberia was in mess, what did they do? They call her back to the country, and then she make our country be better right now as we speak. Liberia is better than before. And it was led by a woman, Ellie Johnson. And then after that, what did she do? She transferred the powers mostly without violence. Because man is a violent man. Men like to fight. If you follow, the problem with men in South Sudan is because they don't allow a woman to participate in politics. You have to come through something. And imagine, let me tell you something like this. Imagine if you see a woman, a South Sudan woman, in the public period, usually the man will question her. Who is the husband of that woman? You see? That woman have a husband. You see? Is this how we're going to move forward? No. But they really know that our women are the part of the movement. Our women contribute a lot to our society, But we refuse to allow them to lead the society and the country.
Thank you, brother. Brother Bol. Your 5 minutes done.
Okay.
Now I will give chance to Mama Flora. She's going to join us by the messenger, and then we have our leader, Dual Largen is right here. We will give him a chance. But let me give Mama Flora a chance. Then I will give our brother, our leader here. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm calling her now. Yes, Mama Flora, we can hear you.
Okay, that's very good. Okay. I just wanted to say something, a very important point. What Kurkudi have said, I really agree 100%. Because, our women who are there in power, we just have women by name. We don't have women by representing women. So, and there.
We can't hear her.
Of course, the blind can't walk alone. They need somebody to hold their hand or to be taught how to walk. That's how things work. Can you hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you now.
Yeah. My thing is repeating me back. Hold on, let me put my hand. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, in South Sudan at the moment, we fail ourselves. The lady who are there, who are representing us, they're the one who fail us, not the government. Because the government shows them blindly for their own interest, and they're there where they are. And our other brother talked earlier on and said, why do Madam Angelina do not get all her right to practice what she's supposed to do? Of course not, because she can't practice because she needs to be taught what to do. She's not well equipped. She's there because we know all of us. She was in my community here in London. I'm not disqualifying her, but if she was wise enough, she should have said, this place is not for me. Give it for somebody else who can stand and be firm and fight for our right as a mother, because we have gone a long way. So until ourselves, women, get out of our slavery mind and do the right thing and fight for our rights, we will never get justice from men who are there. I went to South Sudan so many times, and what I have seen is so painful from my ladies, from my sisters. They are not fighting for their rights. They're laying down to be marched for as a rat for them to get their rights, and which has really hurt me, because for me to see my sister under the rat, and she thinks this is doing the right thing. It is wrong. It's not right. 80% of women who are there in South Sudan now who are working, some of them are just survivors and they are getting abused physically and mentally, and they are there for a reason. And when the Yai spoke about Nyadeng Malek, Nyadeng Malek is well educated. She went there because of her place on the movement and because of what she have put in her life. She injected in her life during being in Nairobi or being in Alfred. And she went to university. I attended her graduation. So this is out of question. But you sit and check other women who are there. How many is only this lady, Lillian, you can say about her. But if you check off other talk from Angelina to Achua, who left here in my community in London, you need to, in Western world, all of us here at Forum, we are from Western world. And Western world here, you start from community. If they want to make you as a community leader or something like that, they will ask you, what have you done to your society, to your community? How have you contributed? There are a lot of things before you can be qualified to be where you are. You need even to learn how to speak. Like you, my son, Gailaham, you are a teacher by profession. You learn first how to stand in public, how to address yourself before you can go to classroom and teach those children. You can't be a teacher without being a bitch. So therefore, those ladies who are there representing us, they are not well equipped. And those who left London here who are well qualified, we have some lawyers and doctors who are left here, they didn't get a good place. And 2 or 3 who get a good place, they stolen and come back. So don't say no women who are stolen. There are some of them who are stolen, but when the big fish is still, a small fish can be seen. So that's one thing I want to say. I'm not trying to disqualify anybody, but us as a woman, if you get a chance to be there, please stand for your sister. Stand for our right. And then tomorrow that person say, yes, she used the short corner, we abuse her physically, we have marched on her, but when she got a chance to breathe, she brought the rest of the dam, and now they are speaking for her. You can be a woman and illiterate, you don't have a degree, but if you make your way there, come, because we are here, all of us, who have our pain is your pain, your pain is our pain. This is what I'm going to tell my sisters who are there. And thank you for bringing this up, but I still point the finger to my sisters, because I've been there so many times, and I have some colleagues who are there who they can't even get a job because they didn't accept and they didn't agree to what the man wants to do to them. And like the Bull said earlier on, they'll ask, who's that woman? What's the name of the husband? Yes, it is. Because when they fear you, they'll ask about your husband. And if they fear your husband, none of you is going to be qualified to be there. And if you don't have a husband, the second time, they're going to call you at night to the hotel before you can get that position. Because they are weak. And that's how they address us back home, which is really a shame and a very bad. And I'm a living witness who can stand and tell them, so and so you have done it, and so you have done it. Few of us like to survive with them. And thank you for listening to me.
Thank you so much, Mama Flora. Thank you so much. God bless you. Okay. Now it's a chance for Dollar.
Okay.
Let me unmute you. Okay, you're already there. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much, guys.
I wanted to say hi to our brother who just turned in, Yerkuju and Gailam, our sister there, and Barak, and South Sudanese people who are watching on the line. As many know you, know me, my name is Dalarjin, the leader of the UPLS Union Party of South Sudan. You know, quickly, you know, most people, I think our main problem is actually most of it is just not reading, because if we read things, we will actually have answers to some of these simple things that you guys are discussing here, like the issue of a woman. Considering our culture and much of the literature that is out there, and then also leave about those things that are human. If you read the scripture, you will find the answer for the role of a woman. Now, you know, some of you are confused, and I know why this thing arise, whether women, and look at even those women that are actually on the top now in South Sudan, looking or struggling for power. If you look at them, these are corrupt. They are corruptees. Like, for example, the wife of John Garang. What will make her actually to rise up into that if it is not corruption? Look at the wife of Riek Machar. How will she climb up to there if it's not corruption? So now, let me not go into that one a little bit. When we talk about role of women, I myself am a person of God. I believe in God, and I believe in the role of each and every person. If we wanted to actually to our country to be a country that is not for corruption, not for human life, but for a purpose of God, then we do not need to be led by a woman. Why I say that, and we don't even need even to support it. Why I say that is because I have been looking as a leader, I've been looking a lot of countries led by women. They are like disaster. Any department you see, look at them, you will find is a problem. And as far that I put that away, I went ahead and look even the creation when we don't have a human. For the first human being, okay? The person who led man to sin is a woman. This is the Bible, it's not me. So anybody that wanted what actually the Bible, even Paul, who is a disciple of Jesus, and he has talked about this in the Bible. But I know South Sudanese, they are so ignorant. They don't even read even the Bible.
Is not a disciple. Peter is one of the disciples. Paul is not the disciple, Mr. Largin, please. Paul is not.
Well, we can argue that, you know, in the line of churches, the Bible clearly is saying the work of Paul is equivalent or even more than of Peter, of John, of Matthew, and all those people who live with Jesus. Is what Paul actually has presented. Yes. So what I'm saying is that what Paul,
Let me ask this question, please, guys. Largin,
let him finish.
Let me ask you one question. Chance. One question only, guys, please. Let me ask this
one
question.
Ahead. Go ahead.
Largin, before the Bible, do you think people existed or not?
Yeah, you know, as I told you, I research a lot of things. Okay, remember I'm a PhD researcher. I'm not just a reader. So before God was created, everything is clearly in the Bible. Or even if I take you to scientific creation, like we can go there.
But no, it's not scientific. I'm asking, way before the Bible that you are speaking of, were people existing or not?
Way before Bible, God exists with angel. God exists with angel, and angel are a spirit.
And you can name them. Lucifer is one of them. We have Angel Gabriel, a lot of angels. They existed before the creation. And that kind of information is in the Bible. I'm not talking about what actually is not there.
Okay, hold on.
So let's go back to
hold on. There's a question from Maurice, and then I'll give you a chance, Bob. Maurice.
Yeah, let me finish quick. When we talk about women to lead, actually, you know, if we go to by God and by our culture, it is clearly that women they don't lead because they are not good at leading. And the other thing is that, you know, the only thing that are good at is to bear children. So when they do that, they become good at it, and they can be helping the nation to grow.
The more you speak is the more you actually put yourself in a predicament. You know, because it's known there's dynasties, there are kingdoms, they are in history. You cannot go and discuss that with scholars like we are talking today right now. You know that
let's give chance
queen
to
did
Brother
not
Bob.
rule and did and such. You know, so I think you might if you are today we are not preaching. We are trying to fix our country. If whether and it's gonna happen anyway. Our women will one day be leaders of our country. That is all we are saying. You know,
Thank you.
what
Yeah.
you are saying, brother, I believe just double check.
Okay, brother Bob, go ahead.
You know, as
sorry, brother,
our brother,
I have a question for you, and then I will continue talk. You will continue talk.
You know, this is the behavior that destroys the country. When you use religion to govern the country, that country will mess up. And then this is why you see the United States, they use this idea of secularism, that the religion cannot be interfered with government. So that what John is saying, this is what is destroying our country. Where in the world you say the women are not good to lead the country, they are good on to bear the children? Where? Let me give you an example. Do you know IBM? If somebody know about IBM is an international business machine. It's led by women. It's led by women as we speak. And IBM is the world company that governing everything, even the banking. This idea is not right for us. If this is what let's say Gal is the chairman of a party in South Sudan. If you go to South Sudan and you say that word, that we cannot let women to lead, and then their work is on to bear the children. Is this how we're going to work in South Sudan? Is that right? It's not good. You got to change your behavior toward the woman. You know.
Thank you, Bob.
We can't accept those ideas that a woman cannot lead because of this and this. It's not right. We even research. You talk about research. There's no research that say women are not good in leadership. Zero.
Thank you, Bob. Now let's give chance to Morris, and then I'll go back to Dolarjin. Morris, go ahead.
You guys will attack the guy. Let the guy speak. Let him take what's inside him out. You know, and then then we agree or disagree.
Go ahead, Morris.
That's what.
And then, if you have a question too, you can add to. You can ask our brother Dolarjin later, and then we can continue there after that.
Okay.
Go ahead, Morris.
هي تعرفوا brother شفت نحن كرسنا عملس خلاص ما في كلام تاني جوا نسوق شفت sometimes he bring us the troubles. Can you hear me? All right.
We can hear you.
All right. اخوانا الناس جيتوا اسمع انا جيتوا في كلام تاع ربنا انه في بايبل تاع زمان وشنو بتاع لكن انا اتكلم في موضوع تحسن الظروف اللي هسه نحن ماشيين فوقه بلد انا ماشي فوقه. We talk about the responsibility of right now. It's not the Bible في زمان وانت ان شاء الله كان اقرا بايبل لكان شعرتك ابيض لسه كان انت ما قاعد تفهم. You can go nowhere with the Bible. شفتها؟ البايبل انا اساسا you have to pay attention.
وبعدين البايبل كان 200 والبشر ذاته جاء العالم 200.
اسمع brother نحن عيال مصر نحن ناس مصر اصل brother لام ده كويس Nihna arfin anu tarik da Bible de jam min wen. Bible nihna ya create the Bible African nations. We say us. So anybody will be talking Bible who marf Bible de who tala min wen. They tala for African nation. It index Quran, Sobur, Injil, Quran. Kullu tala fen fi St. Catherine Mountain in Sinai. Those are we visit and we see it. So there's nobody can come here and talk about the God anu ilimu kalamta siasa ma kalamta rabban ma beji.
Thank you, Morris.
Yeah. So we need to make it clear. We are talking about the woman to take over because we fail our duty in Southern Sudan. Period.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Sorry. Amen, you want to say something? Then I'll
You
give
know,
it.
yeah,
In 1 minute.
he said two things, and which is really it's good for him to say that. Well, el mother is just to bear the kids. You know, fashion el mother to bear the pain that the woman can endure, a man cannot endure it. So that means you give a woman already on the top of you to lead the country, because if the woman can endure that pain, so you can endure a lot of further بيحصل في بلد. Secondly, go back to Ruth. Why Ruth why God chose Ruth to go and save land the siasa. When you talk about siasa, Ruth is stuck the siasa مع king to the point that's why they were able to kill Hamat, and then who are saved and that's Hagu. So go back to Bible, and Bible will tell you that too, my brother. The name is great.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Let's go back to Dolarjin. Okay, go ahead, brother.
I think some of you would like to read. You might want to read Timothy, First Timothy, chapter 2, if you have a Bible, any Bible, whether Holy Bible or what long as it's a Christian Bible. What it say there in the Bible very clearly that a woman not only leading, women even should not advise men. And this is why, you know, is a problem we don't understand. So some of you here, maybe because you actually maybe take from women and then think, you know, one thing that women, they don't think logically. And it's not because I'm not saying they're bad here. Women think emotionally. This is a theoretical, proven, scientific, and it is even proven socially and behavioral. They think emotional. They don't think logical. For a leader to be a leader, not those corruption, I'm not talking about the corruptees. To be a leader, you need to have a reasonable, logical reason. You need to be wise enough to lead a country. Okay? One. Second thing is that women are very limited in kind of role. They cannot play any kind of role. And for a leader, you need actually to be playing all role. There is nothing that you say, oh, this one is, you are limited on this. A good leader to move a country forward. Okay? Women, they don't do that. The other thing is that, you know, women is what we have seen and what the Bible is saying about women and what our culture is saying. Even you right now, among your tribal or ethnic tribe leadership, even in your tribe, there are no women there. They don't exist. So you want to say it is me who say that, and you want to prove those 100 and 1,000 and million generation, our ancestors, they were wrong. Come on, guys. Were they wrong not to bring a woman up? Do you think they will be wrong? My brothers, let's just be truth. You know, this country will not move forward if we are not talking the truth. Okay? The reason women
I apologize.
Yeah, the reason woman is hold on. The reason the woman is actually put into some role is not us, but our people. They are trying to actually to put it into people, to blame men, to blame what? It is actually in the creation, because woman was the first one who was actually so weak to lead the man into sin. And that's why we have sin right now. All of us, we have sin because of women. This one, you have to look at it like logically. Okay? So now women, even in the Bible, is saying any woman who don't bear children, they're going to be fired. They're not going to be safe. This is not me. This is from the Bible perspective. And I know most of you, because South Sudanese, the destruction you see there is because we don't know God. And it proves it here. People here don't know God. So you don't want even to listen to what God say. You want to listen to what our women is saying, our leaders are saying. Well, those people, they are human. So they don't have a power even to create a machine, live about human being. What about somebody who created you? So you don't want even to. So my brothers, we have a big problem. We South Sudanese need God, to put God first. Is when we will have a country. It's not to put a woman first or a man or what. We need to put God first. That is my message for all of you.
Thank you. Now let me unmute. Now we're gonna start dropping people. Huh? Yeah, you have your 3 minutes, and then I will start kicking people out because our time is over now.
Guy, you're right. I'm so sorry, and I apologize.
You have your 3 minutes, so use it wisely. Anything you want to
Okay.
say, go ahead and say it.
Actually, mine is just gonna probably be a couple of seconds anyway, not even 1 minute.
Go ahead.
Brother Dol,
Mm.
I want to just say one thing. Anything that has بيحصل فوق التشقق, if I, is to go that way. But now I'm just gonna talk about even في Christianity. They are almost the Muslims right now. They talk about ليه في تشققات حصل في Christianity. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why people disagree with الناس اللي هم بيقولوا عليهم بس مسيحيين, لكن لا, ليه الليلة مسيحيين كان في كاثوليك بس. That's all that was there. And then now we have Presbyterians and all this. Why? Is because of these such a things that you are talking about. انت مفروض انت زول جنوبي, انت زول ما تقرب ولا شفت. يعني انا like I'm not even gonna say much, but انت كزول باسمك ده كله, you don't come near to anything that nears Bible or any of that, because those were written by people that you don't know, and the names that are there, they don't even come close to you. They don't look like you, Peter, John, all this. You don't look like them.
Asma, yeah, let's try not to accuse anybody. Let's try to make it in a way that let's be respectful. Yeah.
جاي انت ما خلينا نكمل بموضوع. انا اساسا جاي نمشي نخلص الكلام ده. we are talking about something that is very productive, and we are giving our women hope. بالذات معلش او اننا بس اميل براو. You know what I'm saying? That's here. But our women, they've been greater than all this stuff we are talking about. Bible, my Bible, no. Bible few مشاكل. It go ahead and read Matthew something or whatever you just said. We're not gonna read that, because if I'm to say that to somebody زاروا الجيران اخو زول الثاني اللي مشى قال لا كلامك ده غلط, it differs there. So we're nowhere near that. We're talking about something that actually feed us really, really, like that we want, for our country. Our women are great. Nasawin Hagana are great. Don't come with no Bible wala Islam wala ده لو جبته هنا تلفوننا أنا ممكن يعني بقفل زاد مرة واحد, لأنه those are what destroyed us. Because if you don't pay attention to what did that to us, then the younger generation will show you that this is the problem. And I will let other people speak.
Thank you. I will drop you, but we're gonna continue on Thursday with the same topic. And Nasa Malago Fursa will give them a chance. Kurkuju, it's your turn.
Thank you, Brother Guy. Greeting again to your panelists. Let me share a bad news with Brother Lorgin. Lorgin, you will never be a president of Republic of South Sudan since you are against the woman, because the women are not going to vote for you. So that is the bad news for you. The second part, God planned when Eve decided to deceive Adam so that to eat from that tree. That is our stupidity. Because if we are smart enough, we should have rejected that idea. So Adam shouldn't be stupid to allow Eve to deceive him. So this is our weakness as a man. So we are responsible. So women, they are smarter than us. That is why they manipulate us. They got us into suffering. But God's plan is there. God's plan to bring salvation to human being through a woman. That bridge that was been broken by a woman, God's plan was to bring salvation. Jesus Christ came to earth through who? Through a woman, which is our mother Mary. It is within God's power so that Jesus to come alive in his mighty, to come from heaven, told a strong man to start preaching, to start doing miracle. But God decided to show the importance of the woman. That is why he used a woman so that to be the bridge, to build that broken bridge. There is so many teaching about a woman role in the Bible. We are not in a Bible teaching. Let me go back because I have about a minute and a half. The idea that women want to control, men want to control everything. This is bad. This is, historically, it is a mistake. Don't tell me about the leader, in our tribal leader and our value and all this idea, because in our tribal leadership, it is all about fighting. Okay, so that is why I said it. During the Stone Age, men, they lead in fighting. But now people fight smart with the smart weapon. Women are flying a fighter jet. Women are doctors. Women are scientists. Women are doing a lot. And I did talk about the women as incubators. They can do things much, much better than us. Why men are intimidated by women, especially in Africa? And precisely from the intellect, from the well-educated women, men are intimidated by them. That is why we manipulate them. We don't feed them well. We don't allow them to go to school. We want to keep them in the backyard. But it is too bad. In my opinion, let us compete, okay? Give them a chance so that they can prove themselves. They can lead, and they can lead better than men, because men of South Sudan, they are the cost of all this suffering. We participate 100%, and who pay the price for it are our mothers, are our women. So therefore, if there is a woman that can lead, okay, she's capable, she got the skill, what it will take, let us allow them chance. Unlike the Ministry of Health that Dr. Riek Machar brought her in. But somebody like Madame Angelina, I have a great respect for her. She's well-informed, well-educated, well-oriented than many, many men in the Republic of South Sudan. She would have been given the position of Ministry of Health or any other position. But still, she is more than qualified to fill the position of that national minister. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. I'm trying to wrap it up. Now we have Brother Morris. Let me see if let me unmute you. Sorry.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much for all those friends, people are watching. I'm so appreciate that. Yeah, well, Jorkujo put it in the points. It's clear because all of us, we are not the blind people. You know, if we are, our eyes is open, and when we take our responsibility, can Mafik complain? There's no complaint, but we fail to do our duty. Even the new generation fail to do their job, because we all created. If you just let me answer this man. Inta asan juda asan inta gafi tarbez hasan nihna kullana gadinda because of because of woman. When the woman carry you 9 months in the stomach, it's a responsibility. When they born you out and lead you until you start walking, until you start eating is a woman. Who feed you with the milk is a woman. So whatever we talk on the Bible said this is a woman there or the nahiata yominak. So it means a lot to us. So if we gonna be denying women responsibility, and she's already did the responsibility, raise us up to come as a man, and we didn't appreciate what she did, we are totally wrong. You understand? We are totally wrong. Because we need to appreciate every single mother. That is a wound. You come through his wound and take care of you until you become a man. But if we see in our culture, in our people back home right now, people under the trees, who's under the trees with the kids? Who is tied the child in the back in the dahar? Rajal or Lamar? So let us be clear here. If you're going to be studying for the government or you want to study political, look first the happiness of your family, of your wife, your child first, before you put yourself in political. Because that is a shame for us to speak that way. They hear in the media say mara mendu hakfi haja inade. No, look at your mom, look at yourself, look at your daughter, look at your that all this. You need to look at it. If you don't look at it, don't go to the political. Asante na mantekunteji rais manatu ita na manteji rais zatu ita be dismiss what is the right of the woman. You will dismiss it. So don't let us not fool ourselves. Let us not lie to ourselves. Let us speak the truth, because the Bible said truth. Speak the truth, and that is not the truth that to deny your own wife, your own sister, your own child to go to school. Don't do that. It is shame for us. And what is the people facing right now in Southern Sudan? It is shame on men as a man. We need to accept our mistakes. We fell country totally. Martin Mofru 2011, Mofru no child will be dead. No mama will be dead.
Thank
no,
you, Brother Boris.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
we'll continue, inshallah, on Thursday.
On Thursday. Shukran,
yes.
brother. God bless,
you,
man. God bless, mama. Shukran. Shukran. God bless you.
All right. All right. Whose turn now? Amel or Bol? I'm confused a little bit. Amel, is it your turn or Bol?
If Amel would let me do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, this is a guy. This is a very important topic that need to be discussed because it's very important for society. So to me, I can't bring this idea of religion, using religion to say women cannot lead the country. No, it's not right. But I can say that some issues that was in the society that does not allow women and block them away. Like, for example, this is a lack of education. Like, women are not educated in our society than men, you know, and then that means our society become a male dominant, that women have no chance to go in. But otherwise, if you go back to the history, women are part of the movement. SPLM was founded by women are within the movement. They helped them a lot. So that's why I can say, if we do this, we have to promote this kind of girl child education, that children have to go to school, include girls. If the girl go to schools, in the near future, we will have good leaders who are from women, and then we will not use this idea of using religion to block women away from being leaders. Otherwise, if you give, for example, in East Africa, in Kenya, in Uganda, in Tanzania, you find women that are leading. You know, they are the one who run the country. But our country is different because we just emerged from war. But in the long run, let's give it a chance. You will see women become a dominant in our society, because I know South Sudan women, they know how to move around. They know how to gather in everything. Even in the Western world, who are the leaders? They are the women, you know, who run the society, women, you know. I can't see this idea of saying women cannot lead because of their emotional. Even men have emotional. We become human being. The human is an emotional human being. Like, if something happened to you, you become emotional. We can't say this is for women only. Even men, they are emotional. But through your control and the way you can think, how can I solve this problem? If you go back to the history, can we say women are easy? They can solve the problem easier than men. They can talk out the problem. They can address their own issues than men, because men have ego. You know, if I have a problem with you, and then I will say, guy will see it. You know, instead me and you we can talk, but women can talk. You see, they can sort out what is the problem, and then they can have a resolution that will lead them forward. You see, but this idea of saying women cannot lead is not right, unless you, I don't know, you know. Otherwise, we go back on Thursday, and then this is a great topic. But if you can let in a lot of women next week, so that on Thursday you can call a lot of women, so that we can hear from them, not only our men. Otherwise,
Thank
good
you.
night.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Sister Amel, don't I will give you a chance later on to conclude. Amel, go ahead. Oh, sorry. Let me unmute
Those
you.
who
Okay.
fought for
Go ahead.
my old brother, those who all fought for women, you know, we agree to disagree and we disagree to agree. And at the end of the day, we forgive. We have to forgive. أيضا ممكن يكون يعني في كلام بيكون ما من جوا، في كلام بيكون بس من طرف اللسان، بيكون لسانك طلع فلسانك مرة جاي بيرجع جوا. Let me get into the point. My brother Baraj said who got a really great point today, and that was really the point. Nasawin, see, a lot of them, they are very educated. If we take the whole world, let us just take to the whole world. Fi Nasawin, whom are very educated. Like in men, are they ready to accept a woman to lead? That was the question. The whole world. And دليل على ذلك أمريكا شخصيا هو الأمة الفوق they rejected المرأة to lead لأن men are not ready to lead. ليه؟ عشان هم they've been intimidated by women really. في competition, في fear of women. They know when women get into it هيكون البزنس هيكون صعب. they are kind of ما يريدوا فرص لwomen عشان هم they are really it's a competition, it's a fear, it's a jealousy. في حاجات كتير هناك. حتى انت مرة في بيتك لو انت قاعد تطلع صباح تمشي شغل وكده، راجلك ممكن يقول ده شغل شنو كمان كل يوم صباح كده وترجع متاخر. في حاجات كتير. So men themselves they are not ready to lead. تخلي women lead. لكن women can be يعني they can lead really better. وفي حاجه قبل ماما فلورا قالوا this is really لو ناس رجعوا في حاجه اسمه هو شنو great شنو big man politician game. Then it was done by Nigerian. فديل يعني ده حاجات ده game في politics مع men or women. فلما انت كمرة you want to lead or you want to have a position to do the best for that country, you gotta pay prices. You have to sacrifice. What sacrifice كمان بيكون too heavy for you. Either you do it or you get out of it. فده حاجات ده كله ده rules بتاع الرجال كله. It's not only for South Sudan. This is all over يعني it's for Africa in general. Africa in general, they have that kind of rules. Either you want to be there, you will be there يعني by title. Lakin you can't have a chance to do what you're really free to do. Otherwise, be free for us and احنا بنديك الفرصة. فده حاجات كتير هناك ده was يعني there's a time for everything. That's why this is not yet the season for women to lead. لما زمن حقه يجي بعدين when God say yes, nobody can stop it. حتى لو في Bible, when God say yes, my brother, he say Bible today, nobody can stop it. God have the final say. He could make a way for the woman to lead all over the world. ويلا يكون في كل بلد a woman to lead. لأن هسه هذا فرص للرجال عشان to lead and to see what they could do. But if they fail, God is not a failure. So God will بيجيب alternative. Alternative بيقول شنو مرة. That's why there is a man and a female and a male. When a male cannot do it, a female can do it. When a female cannot do it, a male can do it. فهيكون في chance later a female to lead, and I know if you put في قدام, women will do better and they will lead. And pure men, they will. I feel sorry for men. لأن we will show them that we prove them wrong at the end, and we will show them that they are not responsible and they are really stupid. They're really stupid. لأن they are. I mean, not stupid. They are not smart enough as women. You know, but this is the right word. They are not smart as women. Women, They are very smart and they can do it. My brother and everybody have a good night. My brother Brush, don't come after me, please. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
You're welcome.
Faraj, are you there?
Yeah, just one
You
second.
have 3 minutes, brother. Go ahead.
Give me 1 second. Let me put my camera on.
Okay. Brother Dole, we're going to give you a chance to express yourself too. We'll give you
Yeah,
3
man,
minutes.
they are.
Yes.
Yeah, I know they are attacking me all the corner just
Yes,
because
yes, you will talk,
they
definitely.
they don't know because they don't know the truth, you know. But it's okay.
Okay,
I don't know.
Faraj, go ahead.
Yeah. Hello. All right. Thank you. First of all, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. First of all, I want to thank all the panel and thank you, brother Larjan, you over there, and then thank you. Just for me to conclude, you know, I've heard people they talking a lot about woman and not woman, but this is the whole point, you know. I don't know. I will mix Arabic and English. I don't know. Larjan will be understanding me or not. I don't know. But yeah, this is what is
Yeah,
happening.
I like to understand Arabic. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think our generation have a lot of work to do. You know, if we have people in South Sudan with mentality of our brother Larjan, I think we have a lot of work to do to fix the issue of understanding what is the woman about. You know, because I want to start with the story of Eve and Adam. If we use our mind and think, okay, the nature of his story, Eve and Adam, if we really think this story is man made it up for his advantage. Okay, put the man aside thing. If man didn't create that story, say God created. That means God, he has a man mentality. That means God is not a woman. You know? So the story itself is a man's story for himself to do things and think the man has been deceived. I disagree when they say women are smarter than men. You know, it's not about his smartness. That's how we drive things as men. As what I said before, the world is dominated by men. It's a man dominant. You know, but women are helping in this way. So if they give women chance, women they are going to lead like men. Nothing wrong with them. But men are not given. They don't give women chance. You know, women they have long way to go, struggle to achieve the chance. Brother Larjan, before you did a few references, but you confuse them and me, you confuse me. I think you need to do more research about your references, and you need really to reference women in the right way. You know, women they are great. There is no difference between men and women. But when God created men and women, everybody has their own role. But that role, it doesn't determine our system here in Earth. You know, now a man cannot carry a baby for 9 months. Is that a man problem? Man cannot do it. You know, these are natural things. So natural thing, you cannot judge women because naturally they take care of women of baby. That means they are not capable of doing anything else. That's your own judgment as a man. You know, we need to clear that mentality. So when we created the system in the world as men, we need to make fair system for women and for men and for every human being. This life there is no justice. We trying to look for justice and make balance for everybody, men, women, children, as a man taking lead in this world. So if you going to tell me Bible said, men have to be always ahead of everything. I think there's a problem within that because, religion as well is led by men, created by men, and it's men. So, one last minute, sorry. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, what I want to say is the mentality of women cannot do nothing. This is a wrong mentality. We need to free our mind, and women can lead in any time, and women can do a lot of things. If you see Angela Merkel, the German lady, Germany is one of the best country in the world. She leading that country, nothing went wrong, and then we have a lot of women leaders, So at the end of the day, in the situation of our South Sudan, before I said we need 100 years. It's not because we're not gonna have women, but we need another 100 years because our men themselves, they cannot even lead themselves. Forget about women to come in, So it's not because the failure of men, women can come in. No. The problem is men themselves, they have the problem, like the mentality of our brother Larjan. Anyway, thank you. The topic is very interesting and it is very crucial. We need to understand, to try to prison women, it's not good. Women now, they are fighting even to be pastors in church, and to lead in churches and to do whatever, These are where people going. So the long generation, the man, woman is a caretaker and man is a hunter, is gone. This is the time of information, of technology, of understanding, of leadership. Everybody has leadership, and thank you a lot. God bless you. It is very interesting topic. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. I'll see you on Thursday. All right.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. Brother Bill Ledger. Okay, leader.
Yeah, how are you doing, my brother? Yeah. I understand how our people background is, and it's just all about ignoring that people don't really read, and they don't know where they are going. They don't know where they come from. Probably that's why they somebody here will just say that the history of Adam is made up. People will laugh at you because there are a lot of scientific proven people who are scientists, and not only our generation. It was searched for almost 200, 2,000 years ago, and there are proof. When I talk here, I don't just talk like me. I talk with reference, and that's why I can tell you, go and read this chapter, so that I want you to not just believe what people say, but you believe what has been proven. It is true. So, our problem, why we don't go ahead and why we have a mess in the whole country, is simply it is ignorant, because people don't know where they come from. So probably maybe they think maybe Salva Kiir created you, or maybe a woman created you. But none of these, or maybe Riek Machar created you, probably. But none of these, my brother, if we are talking of the truth, you should know who created you, first of all. Okay? And the person who created you is the person actually who created Adam. A lot of proof is that has been research about that. And I know you will not agree with me, like most of you saying is a man-made. Well, go and read the Bible, read other scientific work that has been done by so many intelligent, even more than others. Albert Einstein was a German. He was a refugee and was very intellectual, well-known scientist, not just like social way of argument. He can prove anything scientifically. He proved it that God exists in some way. Even the wave, the light he was talking about, the mass, he proved them that actually it is God that is working that way around the sun and all that. So who are you actually to come here and tell us that Adam and is not true? That is a laughable actually alone. And that's why our country is mess. People like that, they will be put in a position, and they misuse the country, and actually instead of creating a country with knowledge, with truth, they create a country with corruption, with lie, and with the thing that cannot be founded on this earth. So that's why we are just burning on fire. It's just ignorant. There's nothing else. So putting a woman, I'm not saying women they are important in some role, and their role is specified in our own culture. Leave about the Bible. It will be like I bring in a scientific thing to study. In our own culture, tell me, those guys who are coming here, tell me in your own culture, in your own tribe, whether you are a Denka, whether you are what, and you are saying here that it is education, that women are not up because of education. We have been living for the almost 400 to 4,000 years without education, but women is still, they have their own specific way of working, a specific role. So my brothers, you know, the problem here, we are lacking the truth. So we have to be honest here, to tell the truth, so that we can lead our country into the light. Without God, let me tell you, my brothers, that country of yours is not going anywhere. It will be it will be just a full of fire. Soon you will see it. If we still be ignorant like this, we don't accept the truth. Okay? So we need actually to know the truth, and the truth, the only truth, is the Bible that you don't want to hear. That is where the truth is hidden. That is where a good country is hidden. That is where scientific thing, how people advance, is hidden in the Bible. I was even surprised when I was actually following a scientific discovery from now they call it Uhuma, a new alien actually coming to the earth, and the Bible talk about it. Everything, anything. You see the also the new discovery of life, the atom, the whatever they call DNA, all this, they are in the Bible. There is nothing. Scientists, they were, you know, these are the people, scientists were moving out from the Bible. Now they are coming back because they know it is the only truth. They are coming back to it. So who are you actually telling us? You don't even have one reference. And you are telling us you want to disapprove, like our brother before. He's saying, oh, this one was not, is not even written by people who have the same name, look like your name. Look at that. Look at those kind of reasoning. And you are telling us that they, you know, that is why sometimes, you know, sometimes I feel like, oh, I should not discuss with these people. Sometimes I feel like, okay, you know what? These people, they just need education. That is why that's why our country is in fire. That's why we are killing ourselves. It's simply we don't know. For us to be able to actually to know things, we have to prove them. So don't come here, don't come to talk to me or argue to me when you don't have a proof. And for you to prove something, you have to have at least 2 reference. Scientifically researched, 2 reference. 1 reference is not enough. And me, I can give you 10 proof of reference. Plus mine now is when we say something is true. But now people like Baraj, and he's saying he has education, don't even have a reference. He's just trying to tell us to prove Adam is a man-made. Don't have a reference. Look at that. How can I argue with someone like that? So he's just misleading the country.
I will conclude in a little bit.
Yeah. Thank you. So thank you very much. You know what I'm saying here is that you know, our country, you know, it's not that it cannot be led by a woman, but what I'm saying, a woman actually should not lead a country simply because they are emotional, and simply because, you know, when you are emotional, a country need to have a logical way of leading. You have to have a logic. Part of your brain has to be wired by logic, not by emotion. Okay, and this is not because they are not smart, but because they have different way of thinking. And the other thing is that, you know, they have a specific role. So the role that women do, they cannot take it to the role that men does. Is totally different. And it doesn't mean that they are bad or a man is bad. No, it's because when you do the role, tell me now, you want to tell me if I make your kid, maybe a 10 years kid, to be a president or to lead the country, will you even accept? You will say, no, he's still a young, right? Well, any woman in a home, they are like children. They are embraced like children. And they wanted, that's why, you know, they wanted everything, emotionally, they wanted that kind of embrace like a child. This is how they are. So now, you know,
thank you.
The other thing is that our people, yeah, our people, they have a problem, really have a problem of things. Please, if you have a show, we need to argue about factual thing, not just thing that you don't have proof about. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we need to have something that have truly that can be researched. Tomorrow it can be followed and find the truth. So all of you today, what I challenge you, go and read First Timothy chapter 2. Read it by yourself. It tell you all, it outline all what the man can do and what the woman can do from the Bible perspective, not the human perspective. If I go to our culture now, you will say, oh, this is our culture. We are putting our women down. But you see, that is a destruction. Who are you actually to violate our culture? Who are you? Just been born maybe from 20 generations. Our culture exists, and it exists because there are people who kept it. There are rules and norm that we are able to govern in for the 100th century. Now you want to tell us that culture is not good?
We'll
Come on, man.
We'll continue on Tuesday.
So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Gailam. I really appreciate you to bring this, but it's good. It's a good way to think about it, okay? Because you know that we have women right now. We have Angelina Teng. We have Rebecca Nyandeng. They might be thinking of even coming up because you know nobody tells them the truth, okay? And apart from the corruption they have committed in the country and the killing they have, their husband has been committing, you know. If you bring them in the leadership, you are inviting a lot of chaos and even more death.
Thank you.
So my brothers, we have to think logically here, you know, in order for us to be able to govern our country. Thank you very much, and have a great night.
Thank you, you too. All right. This is Brother Delargin, the leader. We'll give chance to Sister Aluel for 3 minutes, and then I will do my recap. And then we call it good. Let me try to find her here, and then let me call her. Then I will conclude. All right, let's go ahead. Aluel, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Go ahead. What do you have? Your network is bad. We can. That.
Can you hear me?
It's keep cutting.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
What time?
Still. Oh, they say it's bad. Okay. Let me try to turn the video off. Try again. It's not working. Sorry, Sister Aluel. We try. Maybe on Thursday. You can come back and we can try to do something. Okay, let me conclude. It out of Brother Dol Largin. There's a set say, "Fi kalam bigul inno, if people say one of your ears fall off, more than two people, if they're saying the same story or they're saying the same thing, you check just to make sure whether your ears are there or they're gone. the way you talk, people can even judge you from the way you talk. And in order for someone to be a leader, people determine you or respect you based on the ideas or the mentality that people are carrying. There's no way you will say that, and there's no way that you can be a president. Okay, now our sister's calling back. Let me see. Hello? Yes. Still. Okay, go ahead. Still network is not good. Network, I think, is bad. Okay, let me conclude. We will try on Thursday, Sister Alwell. Something wrong with the network, but we can try on Thursday, inshallah. I hope for you to find a solution, because we want to hear from you, especially for the Jabata or Mahat. Let's hear what you want to say. So what I want to say now is the time, our time is over, but let me try to give Mama Flora 2 minutes. Yes, Mama Flora.
I just wanted to say something to my brother.
Yes.
I hope he's still around and is listening.
Yes.
I used to look up to him so much, and I met him, and he was one of the leaders back home in South Sudan. But I did not know, and I did not, that's sometimes they say don't judge book by its cover until you read the book. For him to say that, I think it doesn't mean it's joking, because, or something is disturbing him, definitely. Because for him to talk in that way, I felt so disappointed. I can't even wait until Thursday. I'm hiding now from my workplace just to come and just tell him, sit down by yourself and ask yourself what you did today is wrong. And if it is really you, and then we knew. And if it's not you, please on Thursday come clear and clean yourself up, because sometimes you when you are a new member in a forum, you like to pull other people's legs. Because you have contributed in so many ways, in so many forums, in a different thing. But I did not know it led to that, for him to look down at ladies. And one thing all men should know, including you, my dear son, is one thing. We women, we brought this country out with all of you, with prayer, with our little help, and everything. And if we are failing ourselves today, therefore I said earlier, it has nothing to do with a man. It has something to do with us. Because in any struggle, it is always a price for somebody to pay. And if a woman who has paid that price and been that seat, you give us a chance to give you the shell, to give you the hand and give you the comfort. Because it's not everybody who knows everything. Somebody might know less. The whole world, if they can say, the woman is this. And my dear brother, which I know, he knows exactly what he's doing. And he can say that. I felt so disappointed. And for him, even to use the Bible, the good news, who are the good news people who talk about Christ? They are women. There are a lot of things women have done very well. So, but we are not doing a Bible study here. We are not. We are trying to. You came to this forum and from this forum for us to be heard outside and for us to know to amend our problem. We can't mix the religion and the country, and that's where we got it wrong between South and North. And now we are in a new country, and we are going to do it without religion. No Dengi, no Mundel, no Dengabu, and not nothing. We are not going to do all these things. What we are doing now, it is, do you have right, and are you capable of leading this nation? Are you capable of helping? Because if you cannot lead your normal home, and if you cannot be a leader in this small forum Dialogue have created, how can you lead a country? How can you lead a nation? How can you lead even a group? So therefore, and you know, the education is not the key of everything. You need to have a quality of the leader before you can use yourself. You can have all the PhD. It doesn't know the people he was talking to. Some of them even have better education than he. But they humble themselves and they don't want to display that because that's not the reference dialogue have this forum about family common sense show. Dialogue have it for illiterate and therefore we have people who speak Nuer, Dinka and Nuer and all this language to educate them. We are not here because we tell people the research we have done and the qualification we have. That one is zero. And I tell people always, when you have something, let people acknowledge that. Not you to come and acknowledge that and tell us you can have PhD and you're nothing. I came from a partnership background, and my grandmother, when people from Congo sit down and listen to her, people will say, oh my goodness, that's recent. A young was doing this. So why was doing that? And she never went to school. My grandfather, he never went to school. And he used to be taken from Congo all the way to Barbados to talk and do things and sort out problems. Have you had a PhD? No. But he had a blessing of being a leader and equal right to everybody. And therefore his name remained, and his legacy remained for all the way to the Nuer region in Upper Nile and all the way to Barbados because that was the nearest people because we are nearest to Yerul and all that. And he never went to school. He doesn't even know how to write. But nevertheless, for you to be well equipped, it's not for you to look down on others. It is to look at your fingers and try to amend in life. And I feel sorry for what he said today. I'm not going to judge him. I have typed so many things were wrong, but you know, because I was so disappointed. And if it is he today, if it is himself today, and then I feel sorry for his wife and his children. And may he forgive me in advance. I'm not attacking him personally, but I felt so disappointed because I support him in so many things he's doing in his life after he come back from South Sudan. Other people call him failure. And if he can represent himself in this way, that means we can't judge him.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Dailam, my son, for giving me this chance. I know I robbed you of your sleep, and God bless you, and God bless Family Common Sense Show. Nevertheless, we are here to agree to disagree.
Yes.
God bless you, and have a good night.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night. All right. All right. All right. That was Mama Flora. I was trying to bring well for 2 minutes, but her network. Let me try again if it's going to work through Messenger. Yes, Aloel, I'm bringing you through Messenger. Only your voice. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Can you guys hear me better?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, the topic is nice and I like it, and I try my best to do through your StreamYard, but it didn't work. I don't know what happened really. Yeah. Anyway, really, it's a great topic, and it's a good idea, like South Sudan to be led by women. The woman can lead South Sudan perfectly, but there is a problem. Like, I don't know. I did my own research, and this is what I got. There is something, you know, people who came from West Africa, East Africa, whatever, in Kenya, Uganda, and believe me, I am with them, living with them for 13 years in this country. What I just see, South Sudan will go anywhere, will not go anywhere. For all my research, okay, this is one. Number two, the people who were working with Islamic State, believe me, these people, they will not take South Sudan anywhere. South Sudan right now is a part of Commonwealth country. But they are refusing us. Do you know where? But they said we are not standard. To be standard, to be really good, and South Sudan to go around the world peacefully, and people will be proud of us. South Sudan needs someone. It didn't come from both sides. Someone in the middle. Someone who really, it doesn't have to be really well educated. Because if we talk about education, we have the highest education ever, but we didn't see any change. What I just wanted to say, even women, it's not all women are bad, and not all women are good, but it needs really women who are really qualified. The qualified woman who is not racist at all. That works out to the needs now. In a nice end of mentality without racism. Racism has no color. It's something we need to know as South Sudan.
Right.
Okay? So this is the only it will take South Sudan forward. Someone who has everybody, loves everybody, someone who really needs to be outside and talk in every single occasion has occurred in the country. Whatever that occasion is bad or good, it has to come as someone public. This is what we need. Because and bring all South Sudan together. If South Sudan right now has a leaders who will take our people forward, people will come together again. They don't need even like anything to be done to bring them together. Situation in South Sudan it's destroying people within South Sudan themselves and people who are in diaspora. Because this is all the thinking of our people in South Sudan, whatever they are thinking about South Sudan. Everybody will think in their own way. But what will bring South Sudan, believe me, none of them. Because even if I'm a president, example, or let us talk the current president right now, whatever he good or bad, by himself, the South Sudan will not develop. South Sudan needs the ministers who are working in the government to do something. Everybody has his own minister, but they are sitting on it, but they are empty-headed. They are not providing anything to the country. We need also the president also to sit and talk, president of South Sudan, to talk about what's wrong exactly. And everybody who is wrong has to be put out. If he see really is so difficult, hand it. You have to hand it to anyone. Or call for an election. Because there is someone there who really wanted to lead the country, but he don't know how to do it. Because for me, the president and vice president, who are a number of them, who are, I don't see any of their work. They're all together for me. I can see no one of all in South Sudan will provide or deliver the really what South Sudanese people looking for. Let me give you an example. If we talk about women, we have right now in Selena, people in Lake State, they've been killing themselves before Angelina came, even Angelina is there. What change did she make? She's a woman. Let us say she's a woman. She don't like that, okay? What did she do? If you are leading, depends. I remember when we were in Sudan, we have also some tribe in South Sudan, they fight even in Khartoum. They're killing each other during the day. The police couldn't handle the army will be the army will come and separate the fight. We'll be there all day, all night until the fight finishes. And they will arrest the people who are doing it. Why is not happening in South Sudan? People are dying they are killing each other, and no use, in Upper Nile, from rare communities or from Boer communities, they are killing each other all the time. But there is no any army will go there and to solve the problem. It's happening also in Rumbek. This is since long time ago until now, and there is no answer. Also, it's happening in Warab right now. In what is called, there is two tribes there. They kill each other sometimes. And I never see any involvement of any police or army. That's why I don't have anything to do with all this government. They are all nonsense. They are corrupt. People who came from East Africa, they are corrupt. Let me tell you this. Because they took mentality of East African governments. They are all corrupt.
Thank you.
And this is exactly what happened. People who came from countries, we have also one crop who are working with Islamic State side by side. So these people, honestly, we don't want them. It's not about one person or two person. I'm dying from gunshot. People are dying from stress, depression. What they're doing? Educationally, is still very poor.
Thank you, Sister Aloel. Yeah, because of our time, but try your best on Thursday, 8:30. We will host the same show again, part two. I wish if we can come on Thursday, but later on I will show you how to go to the StreamYard later on. Then we can. So we'd love to see you on Thursday, inshallah.
No worries. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye. All right, guys. Let me try to do my recap and call it good. Everybody well spoken, Jama. We have to express what went wrong, and this is the spirit of leadership, Jama. When we see something not good, we need to condemn it. We need to fix it, and we need to face it. And that's the only way for us to learn and to move forward. But when we see something wrong and we just ignore it, that will not take us anywhere. This is the spirit shows that you guys really love this country and you guys are there. You guys can do your best to make sure that this country move forward. This is an indication that shows that you guys really love your country and you can do anything by any means to make sure women has granted. We have to grant a woman their right as God created us equally. And for my brother, sorry for saying what you just said today. And this is an indication that we really so behind, especially men. If that's the way we're going to think, not to allow or not to give our women a chance to lead, then we are so behind. As we've seen, the world has changed now. Kamala Harris, she's the vice president of the most powerful country in the world. And yet, it was not easy. It was not coincidentally. But she worked hard to earn it. The same thing, if you see in UK and Australia, the Queen Elizabeth, she's a female, right? And she's a queen for so many years. And God bless her to live even longer. She's a female. We also have Rwanda. We lost the president 3 weeks ago, and yet, who is the leader now? Who is leading the country? Who is the president? Is a female. Also, we have Ethiopia. Who is the president in Ethiopia? Is a female. And there's so many countries, that let or women's they're not supposed to be ignored. There's no way. They say that a father cannot raise a child by yourself, but the woman can play two roles. A woman can play a role of a father, and a woman can play a role of a mother. Can a man play two roles? There's no way. Women are gifted, and we have to acknowledge and we have to say that yes, women are gifted. So therefore, without a woman, we cannot do anything. Our moms are source of happiness. Thank you, Brother Morris, the president of Tanzania. She's a woman, right? And now they didn't say that well because she's a woman. We cannot allow her to lead. Leadership is not by the look outside. Leadership is about what you have in your brain. What can you provide for your people? Leaders always think differently, try to change the society, try to change the world, try to change the environment of people. Women or a leader always come with the visions. The outside look is just a look, but what do you have? What can you offer to your people? That's what people always focus on. ممكن تكون مرة جسمك صغير, but your words when you speak, Even men, they will just sit down and listen to you. If you're going to say that uh, we do election, we will find out women are the majority in South Sudan. So, my brother, John, if you want to be a leader, if you want to be a president, and now you're accusing the woman, do you think you will be a president? Who's going to elect you if there's no woman by your side? Who's going to elect you if you're going to talk negatively about women, even in social media? People will have question mark. They will doubt your leadership. They will also say, no, this guy is not capable to even run the country. People value you, they respect you when you contribute something to your nations. But when you don't offer and try to accuse women based on the look or based on you said people they don't read. I disagree with you. People they read a lot, and they know a lot. Believe me, if you give a chance to a mom or to a woman, a mother can do a lot. A mother or a woman will not allow our people to die in our country because she will picture, what if one of my child is there? Do you think a woman will allow for your child to die? Of course no. But a man, you can curse your son to die to death. You can curse your son to death. But a woman cannot do that. We have a lot of work to do. Let's acknowledge and let's be frank, let's be honest. If that's going to be a mentality of men that want to lead our country, then we have failed our country. If that's going to be the way that we're going to picture women and look at them that they are nothing, then we have a long way to go. How many of our brother, how many of them that think like that when it comes to mindset, when it comes to educations? You cannot convince people that go and read. It's not about go and read. What can you offer? There's so many people that are not well educated, right? But when they talk, like their mom Flora said earlier, Salapin Marcos Madaris, but they have wisdom. They have wisdom and they have knowledge. And this is what people care. What can you offer to your people? And in order for you to offer something for your people, you have to have a knowledge. You have to have wisdom. You have to think carefully before you say anything. You cannot claim that you're a leader, and if you're not going to offer anything for your people, then you are zero. Let's think again. Let's not work against women. They condemn you that what you're saying does not make sense. What you're saying is not right. Then you rethink of what you're saying. Rethink on what you're talking about. Because there's no way all 5 of them will say they will disagree with you. It means something not right. If I come to this platform and everybody accuse me, they disagree with me, I will think again. What went wrong? What did I say wrong? But you cannot come by yourself and try to convince other people, telling them that you're right, and well, you're not right. See? And that's why when we have the spirit of dignity, we know everything. That's why our country will not go forward, will not move forward. Again, thank you all. We have a lot of work to do. We are going to have part 2, inshallah, by the grace of Almighty God. I don't want to talk a lot, but you guys have said it all. Let's continue the struggle, and the struggle continue. Again, Please go ahead, share it with your friends, with your loved one. Until we meet again, by the grace of Almighty God, inshallah, on Thursday. As we all know, our shows usually on Tuesday and Thursday, 8:30 till 11, 2.5 hours. But sometimes now we went an extra hour and a half or 1 hour extra because we don't want to cut anybody. Let's try to work on our time, inshallah, on Thursday. Let's try to keep it 2.5 hours so that other people can do other things. People that work in the morning, they can go to bed so that they can go to work tomorrow fresh. I know it's a late show. We started late at 8:30, but I really appreciate each and every one of you guys because even though it's a late show, but you guys still come and contribute. You guys come and drop your sense. As we all know, family common sense, where you drop your sense. Come all, let's come and change our society. Through this platform, we can disagree to agree. As we all said, as we all know, we do not claim that we are expert, but we humble ourselves to come together. Let's come together and humble ourselves. Let's try to make change. And changes start from you as leaders. And if you claim yourself that you're a leader, then you need to think like leader. You need to behave like a leader. You know, most people, a lot of people, they just choose to be followers, and that's why we are not offering anything in our country because we just follow. But each of us do your part. If you do your 50 and I do my 50, we are going to come together and make changes. Changes start within us. So I have to change my behaviors first, then I can change others. Right? Let's go to work. Please go ahead, share it with friends and family. Until we meet again, inshallah, by the grace of Almighty God. Shalom, shalom. Until we meet again, inshallah, Yom al Khamis, Lu Arad Allah. And Nasir Malugu Fursa. Please forgive us, but we are going to give you a chance, inshallah, Yom al Khamis. God bless you all. Stay blessed. Shalom, shalom.